Hello, everybody. This is Grimcat, and we are here for some Dungeons and Dragons. We are playing 3.5, and we are in my homebrew campaign setting of Toria. As I mentioned, I'm Grimcat. I am the friendly DM, mostly friendly. And we are going to be introducing my friends one at a time. They're going to say who they are and who they are playing. We're going to start... Oh, we're going to start with Nanu. Nanu, you bring such just wonderful energy to it when you do it.
This is I, Nanu, who worships the great Spike Chain God. He's the greatest, did you know? He stands for the most prosperity there is, thanks to his great Spike Chain God. And I play Nitran, who is a worshipper of the great Spike Chain God, of course. God blesses us all. That is the Spike Chain God.
Thank you for that. We're going to move over to Sir Lordington. Say hi.
Hello there, I am Sir Lordington. I am very glad that you called me your friend. And I play Trium, the very trustworthy rogue. Trium the Honest.
With 17 ranks in Bluff, was it? We're going to move over to Nikki. Say hi.
Hi, Nanu. I like how you've admitted the truth and said that you actually worship the Spike Chain God, not Nitram.
What? Where is it? Nitram.
The Hellconia, and I have a new feat.
And last but not least, but also somewhat in limbo, is Okan. Say hi, Okan.
Certainly leads to this case.
Hello, I don't know what I'm doing.
Who am I?
So last time,
We're gonna get you back.
a couple of things happened. We sort of finished up our job at the city of Torn. We turned it in. We got sort of our recognition for a job well done. We got promised that, we would be considered for entry into the Merchants Guild. This is a meeting that is going on in about a month and a half from now. So we sort of decided amongst ourselves, the party, that we would head back to Holin to sort of check bases. We have to talk with Jafroya about our new sort of... I don't really want to call him a friend, but the master of the library, sort of his interests or
entrance. Is that someone different?
I would have to bring it up. Let's see. I have so many things right now. I'll find it later. Ellen or something. It definitely began with an E.
Wait, I need to retcon something. I need to take a fighter level, not a rogue level.
Oh no.
Ah!
It's been like 3 weeks now.
No, it's been 2 sessions and we only fought one thing.
I mean, like 2 sessions literally means 3 weeks.
Well, yeah, because, there was one that we skipped. But, yeah.
No, not because of that, because, you played 2 sessions at level 6. That means on the week before that, it was determined that you're level 6.
I'm willing to pay my 727 extra XP
It was
that I earned.
Elton, by the way.
It was Elton John? Nice.
I'll
It was actually 675 experience.
Me waiting to get my results back.
Yes, we wound up taking a test there. That was several sessions ago, and we're still sort of waiting on our results.
Yeah, he kind of slow on them.
One moment.
Well, I mean, the true academic professor.
Sure, can you give me just a couple minutes? Yeah, but I'm on. I understand. I got you. After I finish my intro, I'm gonna have to leave for a moment. So,
I'm gonna GM when you're gone.
Let's see. On our way out of Lothan, we were sort of stopped by a couple of people who basically told us to get out of town. They asked rather politely, but
we were nice and polite back.
Well,
we politely left the city.
In character, I believe you were more or less nice and polite. You were certainly not taking kindly to their orders, however, and sort of said something along the lines of you doing what you wish. However, you all did leave the city, as that was sort of your plan anyways.
We're like
Yeah,
giving
we
them
said that
the-
we cannot leave the city because we have been told that we shouldn't because of the authorities.
Yes.
Like, not because like we don't like them or anything like that. Just that police told us to not leave.
We did find out, talking with one of the guard captains, that they are sort of a mercenary company that has some significant pull, or at least a reputation, in the country. We went down to Holland and we came upon an ambush site. After it had happened, what certainly we have seen was that there was, as was just alluded to, there was a dire bear that had attacked a merchant, supposedly, and killed him. Unfortunately, this one wasn't without losses. Again, we lost Cinder. The dire bear, randomly rolled to attack him a couple of times and just, did him dirty, basically.
42
6 is not
damage.
necessarily a couple of times.
A couple of times is one of those phrases that means anywhere from like 2 to like 30, in my opinion.
I mean, a couple is too.
I understand, but there's a difference between the
Again,
word
like,
a
don't necessarily
couple
use a couple
and
for
the
6,
phrase
like,
a couple of.
A couple times. I mean,
This is a real
couples.
thing. You guys should look it up. There's a difference between a couple and the phrase a couple of.
yeah, I know, but like a couple of is like 3, 4, maybe 5, never 6.
Regardless, I mean,
That's half a dozen at
it
that
hit
point.
Cinder real hard, and as I mentioned, he wound up dying. It wasn't all terrible. We did manage to get what we believe is a magical ring off of a merchant, and we picked up like a lot of ingots of iron as well, some of which had looked like
They got eaten.
they were being eaten almost.
I got hungry.
We made our way back to Holland, which I pulled us from here. We'll see that Holland has changed some.
Oh yeah, we were talking to the guards. That's right.
We were talking to
Yeah.
the guards,
Talking
but
to the
before that, it's very obvious that Holland has been built up quite significantly. It's
And we learned Toria was missing.
admittedly shoddily done. These are sort of the worst things you can imagine, but yes, Holland has been taken over by Gauntholm, and
Taken
Jafroya
over.
has been occupied, let's say that, rather than
Yeah.
taken over, because we don't know the full story yet. And Jafroya is missing. And unfortunately, this is where I have to leave for a couple minutes. So I will be back as soon as I can.
All right, everybody, let's talk strategy.
You know what happens to the city-states that gets too big? Capital eats them away. That's what's gonna happen.
no.
So you're saying that
Holland's fucking tiny. It's like
No, like,
decades away from
but
being
like-
eaten.
Gauntholm is like, presume if they come up all the way here, they already taken over Orson, and now they take Holland. Holland might be a shitty place, but it has geographical advantage. You'd say it's on the King's Road and it's on the crossroads. Like, that much power. If I was a central power in this continent or like in the capital, I would get a little bit worried. That
Is
Gauntholm
Poland
might be
even
expanding too
worth the
much.
money they pay to
Yes,
station these guards?
geographically, yes, very much so. Yes.
Maybe you think Jorgen's here? Maybe they're holding him.
Like, Holland is literally the crux point of 1/3 of the continent.
Maybe we should put that ring
the
on.
central.
Like, kind of makes sense that why it took so much resource for this Illuminati thing to keep people's eyes out of Holland. Holland, like, geographically, is in a great place. It is a direct route to several really big port cities. It's like the natural route, those naval goods to come through to the inner lands, and that makes it a big deal actually.
Maybe.
I mean, if you go by like, realistic terms, games are not always realistic.
Oh.
This is me playing Civilization.
Library.
Why are we gonna talk to the Gurts?
Why are we? Because I mean, that's
What,
the end of the town.
specifically-
That's what you do when you're right at a city gate. You talk to
No,
the
not
guards.
to Gurts.
Ah, yes, the gourds.
What
The
the fuck
Gurts?
is this? Who?
Oh yeah.
The
Bro,
gourds. They're ghouls employed as guards. They're
Like, if it was
gourds.
like guards instead of guards, I would understand. Like, it's just.
Quartz.
Like,
Why
it's
the
just-
hell is an H in there? Why?
That's a huge.
Oh man, I'll never get resurrected. Also, I swear to God, if you postpone my resurrection like you did with entrance, there will be a reckoning. I will not bring Cinder back, and my new guy is going to hate you.
Intellectual.
Your new character's gonna be a lumberjack.
All right, I am
No,
back.
it is a druid that hates plants.
True.
The anti-druid. All right, so
Okay, but can I seriously take my fighter level? It completely screwed up my plans.
I don't mind, but I mean, Grim's the DM, so obviously.
what's up?
That I realized. Well, I didn't realize. I was talking to Oaken, and then he said, "Shouldn't you have 9 ranks in bluff?" And I said, "No, I can't. I'm level 6. I can only have 8." And he's like, "Well, no, because you can have your level +3." And I thought it was your level +2. That's why I took a rogue level instead of a fighter level. But now it's going to postpone my prestige class by 1 level, which is horrible. Unless I take a a fighter level instead of a rogue level.
So you need to go back a level and take a fighter level?
Yes, essentially.
I mean, I'm okay with that. If everybody else is okay with that,
I'm not.
well, I got bad news then.
I have the power.
Fuck you.
Let's
like-
postpone his resurrection a bit, shall we? Let's go have a
True.
walk in the woods.
I'm coming with a new character then. Yeah, sure. I'm completely yeah.
Let's
Well,
go
let's
down
just-
into a dungeon.
Oh,
where there's
sorry.
no
Our
dungeons.
party is full. We're not taking your
No,
recruit.
we're not taking anyone else.
Blanchett's the new member.
True.
He's so big.
Here I am.
That's a big
Giant
token there,
frog.
Grim.
Oh my god, big chungus.
It's not my big token.
He's back.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna go ahead
Wow.
and sort of pull Trium on. He represents our party right now. We sort of cut the
Good
last
boy.
session a little bit short, as we were sort of talking to the guards. Like 1 billion things came up. Yeah, that's exactly what happened last time. 1 million things came up, and I had to wind up going. I remember being very angry about it.
As all things should be. It was balanced.
Ugh.
We have been getting
Balance.
time sessions for too long now.
So again,
Well,
we'll pick up talking to the guards. The guards are obviously the same sort of soldiers that we've seen down at
Orson.
Warson. Yes.
do
the
you
soldiers we've
recognize
got.
any of them?
You do not recognize any of them.
Yeah. That's a shame. I got so good friends with one of them. They
Wait,
do have
Bob's
spying on us.
Or do you? Hold on. Let me see if I still have.
Come on.
Wait, where's Bob?
I don't have them on here anymore.
No.
Well, I was going to pull the
So-
people that we almost picked a fight with, so it's probably for the best.
Oh, what you mean? You mean Southgate
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever it is?
No, I think
Garbage.
Bob was the cool guard from like the Westgate.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the Westgate. Yeah, that dude was awesome.
He was lit.
Yep. The Eastgate or that captain? Ah, hell nah. He was a
I mean,
bad
guys,
captain.
like, let's be
Hate that dude.
real. All guards are bad.
Unless they're
Yeah,
from
but there
the
was
West.
like a cool guard, and then we had the bad guard. The Eastgate and Westgate. The Westgate was so much cooler.
Coming from the south, wouldn't we be coming
Hey,
from the like north or at least the east?
You probably would be coming from the north, actually.
Ooh. Okay.
I mean, no, probably about it as well. I mean, you would definitely be coming from the north.
It must be.
We
walked around.
decided to take a day to circle all the way around.
Yeah.
True. It's not that big of a town, but largely
Okay.
irrelevant, I would suppose.
Yeah.
But either
All
way,
right.
yes. I mean, there's a lot more construction. There are several fields that are new. Presumably, someone got some help with consecrating the land a little bit. And as you're walking in, there is sort of these new fields or so. It doesn't look like anything's planted in them. Kind of hard to tell.
Well, I mean, seeds are traditionally underground, so hard.
Hard to tell.
But
I'll be right back. I'm dead, so it makes sense. I'll be right back.
Oh god, he died in real life now.
no.
Oh, what a
That's
shame.
commitment to the roleplay.
But shall we talk to the guards and make our way inside?
I believe we already did sort of talk to them a bit.
Yeah,
You know,
we-
they were like talking about
You-
knowing that Jabroya is missing. And
Yeah,
I
and-
left at that point.
Yeah, but then they said like, come with us. They were supposed to show us to somebody. I
Did they?
believe.
I don't
Really?
know.
I don't. Yeah, I didn't remember that.
I do
but-
not remember, but again, I was kind of scattered towards the end of that last one.
We mentioned that we saw Jeffroya a couple of weeks ago, prior to her apparently disappearing,
Okay.
Yeah.
and that's when they were like, "Oh, really? You come with us then?" And then we had to leave.
Then yes, chances are you would be asked to come with them to Jeffroya's old manor. We can pull ourselves here.
Wait a second. That means they might know about the basement.
Probably.
Oh,
Ah,
okay.
Grim has blocked off the view.
No.
Wait, hold on. I'm at the right space, right? Yeah.
The
Yeah, I was
roof
thinking like
and,
because there's like this below us as well.
Mm-hmm. You are, however, escorted to the front. The guards sort of exchange some words with each other, and you're let in
What do they say?
to the main room. You're not entirely sure. They're making sure
drop it.
they cannot be heard by anyone else.
I'm gonna use drop then. I'm like standing right next to him.
Jesus.
You're ushered into sort of the foyer, and you're asked to take a seat.
I can't see in the foyer.
But,
okay.
I have full plate armor. I'm not gonna.
I
sit
climbed
down.
through the window because I believe this is the door.
Yeah, there's no door.
I sit on the
I think
chair.
these are the doors.
Yeah.
I lean against the wall here. Meanwhile,
Oh, that's my mistake. We're actually looking at the second floor right here on this one.
so we were at the wrong floor.
Zoop.
I knew it.
We are
That's
still led there because it
Three.
is sort of where we are.
Oh,
But
yeah,
we do
yeah,
sort
yeah.
of pass through, the bottom floor. And
We climb through the window.
we can see, of course, that this place has been, renovated. Rather in a hurry. It's hard to tell exactly when it happened. But, there's all sorts of statuaries and things up now. We're, again, led to the second floor, which is furnished. And we're asked to wait for some time. The guards are somewhat stationed towards the doors, but they don't look as if they're paying too much attention to you. They're allowing you to talk or whatever amongst yourselves should you wish.
Is there like a fruit here, like in the middle?
There is.
guess-
You could have an apple.
I take an apple.
It would,
Take
it would
up.
actually be
I'll-
pears, honestly.
Yes.
Pears.
Well, I eat a pear. It makes me look like a bit less of an asshole than an apple. But
Regardless, I pick it up, take a large bite, and lean back against the wall. Shoot as a shoe on it, and I wait.
I take a pear as well. I offer Flechette a pear. She probably doesn't want it.
I kind of like peer over,
Should we
like
take a pear?
down
So
there.
I have a question about Flechette and whatnot. When you offer her food and whatnot,
Yeah.
do you feed her by hand, or do you typically give her food and let her eat it herself?
I mean, she has hands, so
She
like,
does.
when
She
we
has
do-
articulate claws.
Yeah. So, I give her the pair.
Okay. I mean, she would totally be down with you feeding her, as is someone, due to her station. But either way.
I mean, I assume that if she can hold the pair, I let her hold it.
Right.
Does she realize that her station is pet and not ruler?
Well,
I believe she thinks her station is actual dragon. After a few moments, something around the order of 10-15, towards the point of when you typically would start to get bored without much activity, one of the guards announces Sir Eleanor of Gauntholm. And she steps through, if we remember or do not remember.
Oh,
what she
yes.
looks like.
I remember her. Yeah.
is this hot
Trium
girl?
certainly remembers Sir Eleanor Gauntholm.
Hot girl.
Yeah. And wasn't there the uncle, the angry dude, like the
Dog guy. Someone had
We
a
do not
dog.
necessarily know their relationship, I do believe. I cannot.
Trium rolled really well on like the knowledge one, something. I remember.
Yeah,
talking
but dog
about-
guy was Sir Oren Neville Smith. He was very cool. But there was like
Yeah.
another angry old
Grumpy
dude
dude.
Mm,
Yeah, like an angry old
that I
dude.
can't remember.
Mhm.
Yeah.
who is locked
Just-
away in another tab. He still exists, but you would have to hunt for him.
He's
Yeah.
probably in the siege of Warson
Still.
1. Whatever
Yeah.
that
Look
is.
it up. I gotcha. It was under Siege of Warson at the very bottom.
Either way, she comes in,
Mhm.
Eleanor. I've
like-
been told you have some sort of
Lucas
information
Campbell.
about the whereabouts of Geoffroya. Is this true?
It's Sir Lucas Campbell. That's the guy.
That- I'm not. Well, first, if I say fancy meeting you here, Sir Eleanor, I didn't expect you to be living in Troy's manor. But we don't. Well, last time we saw her was actually here.
I believe
about-
we were some of the last ones to see her, from memory.
I see.
According to the guards, that is.
And how long ago was this?
Couple weeks.
About 2 weeks.
We can have also.
I see. So your information is a little dated.
Oh yes. What we can tell you is where she's not.
Well,
Certainly
I can
not
tell you that as
in-
well. She's not here.
She's also not in Lothian.
I suppose that's good to know. But I would not expect her to be at Lothian. I would, however, have expected her to be here.
Maybe she's at the Cold Wall Cave.
That makes 4 of us, I suppose, because we were actually coming to see her as well.
Indeed, yes, I remember you. You were envoys of Geoffroya.
Indeed we were.
I give a nod.
You brought us that scoundrel Jorgen.
No.
Yes,
no.
yes, we did, certainly.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Here, perhaps we could do away with some of this. Won't you follow me into somewhere a bit more comfortable? And she sort of heads back into the room.
Having you throw Jordan under the bus like
Is
that?
it like here, like by the guard, or to the left, or okay, yeah, so it's by the guard.
Nice.
Ah, okay, nice. I take.
Take a seat.
Since I'm still in full plate, I will yet again lean up against the wall, this time here instead.
He tells,
You know, you
she
can
tells
do,
you,
like, some of
you can
the
sit if
things
you
uh,
like-
wish.
I mean, I look around and then I'm like, yeah, I'll be fine.
Very well. So, I believe you worked somewhat closely with Geoffroya, yes?
Yeah, that-
Indeed. We've
Mm.
done a couple of odd jobs for her here and there.
I took care of quite a lot of stuff actually, I would say.
Odd jobs.
Yeah,
Well, she actually, I suppose we started off that way, then they increased in standing until we were, I suppose, pretty much her troubleshooters.
I nod along with what Trium is saying, and yeah, we were actually originally ventured to Lowton on her behalf.
I see, and to Lothan on her behalf for what reason?
That I don't believe we're authorized to tell.
I look towards Trium, yeah, and I give like a slow nod.
Yes, this is sort of the crux of the issue we are having now. Because I am in the middle of sort of ruling a city I have no wish to rule, because I cannot find the rightful, let's say, owner. I believe you have information on her whereabouts, but it doesn't seem as if you're very forthcoming.
I mean, we don't know where she is.
Believe us,
be
there's
there.
nobody more interested in finding her than us right now. If we knew where she was, we would be there, and certainly not here.
Good. So let's sort of pull our information together. Did she mention that she was leaving anywhere, or would she have anywhere to be? I assure you, we've pretty much scoured all of Holland, and, well, we cannot find her.
I would like, kind of like ask you, was it you people, like, you know, when you arrived that fixed up this mansion?
Well, we took over the final aspects of it, but mostly it was Jafroya. And again, this is something that had been worked on for quite some time, but, you know, I just now got to updating the map, so... It's just now in a complete state, but it's been in various, you know, states of repair the entire time.
Well, the last time we saw her, we had just actually delivered a couple of her entourage to her, Amber and a lady whose handout has no name.
Really? How unfortunate.
Because like she was unconscious, right? We never got to actually speak with her.
No, she recovered, and they told us who she was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to save you guys.
Amber Dignitary and the...
You know,
they were like...
Her handout does not have a name, yeah. She is Cassie.
Yeah, yeah, because they were like the ones, what's it called? Like they were captured by the giant spiders, and then we killed the spider eater. Yeah, they were like webbed.
Yes. Amber and Cassie are part of her entourage. We delivered them to her, and along with a priest from nearby called... So many handouts.
So many handouts.
Called Circu.
Yes. I believe there is a priest named Circu who's been staying at the Temple of Palor. Unfortunately, while we've sort of heard the same things about this Amber and Katya, they too are missing.
What about Gek?
Gek?
Is it Gek, or, you know, the turtle?
Neck,
Neck.
the action.
Neck.
Excuse me, the
Neck.
other dignitary. Yes, he is around.
So we did not remain in, I forgot this, the Plague Town.
Warson. You've been out of the city for some time then, haven't you?
I mean, we literally told you that we.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, 2 weeks or so we've been in the north.
The situation at Warson is somewhat... well, was delicate to begin with.
But you sorted it, correct? Like there's no play there, right?
Surely someone with the esteem of Godhold can solve any issue.
After a fashion, but yes.
Can I do like sense motive here?
Yeah.
They
Really?
kill them all.
I have like a lot of ranks of sense motive.
There's no
Yeah,
way
sure.
if no one's around
I mean,
to
go
catch.
ahead. Let's see.
I don't have a lot of ranks of sense motive. Wow, I thought I did.
Oh,
You can lie really well. You suck at
But I
sensing
suck
it.
at knowing, yeah.
However, that's
Yeah,
pretty good.
okay.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, you know, sort of the implication, the unspoken implication is certainly there.
Well, I will say because we encountered some people from Warsaw, and they were cured. They were entirely fine.
And they must have been some of the lucky ones, we assume, then.
Well, we've managed to cure a fair amount, but one of our sort of hires, one of the clerics, was somewhat, well, let's frankly say lying about her skills, and certainly did not have the skills to do the things which she said she did. Things somewhat turned south rather quickly. We managed to get a fair amount of the citizens out, and I don't know if you've seen as you walked in, but the bright news is Holland has expanded dramatically.
Yes, we noticed a lot of newly built houses on the
Yeah,
outside of
we-
the walls.
And took a venture through.
The bad news is that the people of Warson have mostly rebelled, and we were forced to take action and put them down.
Well, a regrettable solution, but I'm sure it had to be done to contain the plague.
Indeed. Incredibly unfortunate. I took no joy in it, I assure you.
Only slight joy. Side note, did you pay that girl to clean Loxy away?
Well, yeah, which of the healers was lying about?
'Cause it was the elf or the
No,
tall woman.
The dwarf, I believe.
Was
She was a
it
dwarf.
a
Yeah. It was a dwarf and like a human, I believe, or something like that. Was it?
like a dwarf or a human /
There's
elf. Like
old
there's a
dwarf
tall
lady.
and a tall and a small one.
Yeah, there's old dwarf lady
It
and then
was
some
dwarf,
other.
you're correct. Loxgrilly, yes. Unfortunately, while
You were
she had
lying to
quite
dwarf?
a motherly attitude, her skills were certainly not as competent as she had led us to believe.
Wasn't she the one that cured?
No, that was
They
Kiri.
both did, didn't they?
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Well, let's hope she's fine then.
Believe the only one who was in the room at the time is now no longer with us.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, no use in worrying then.
We gotta get.
Our priority needs to be to find Lady Jaffaria then.
Well, our priority is to find the dude who's staying at Paler's Temple.
And then Jafra.
And then,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I guess also the other elephant in the room is: are you still carrying Cinder with you? I mean, I don't believe you've had
yeah.
a chance to put him elsewhere, so
I know,
I
I
realize I
haven't.
didn't
I mean,
address
we-
it, but it just occurred to me.
Yeah.
There's a reason I've been silent this entire time. I'm carrying a dead body.
But
For
one
dear
would
friend
assume we,
Cinder.
like, they'd let us like lay him somewhere.
Nah,
Put
I'm
him in the
carrying
bag of
him.
holding.
I believe we
Yeah,
just
let's
sit
be
him in a
real. With
seat.
your new strength, you cannot carry you for too long.
He's got sunglasses on.
Keep you.
We can burn him.
Put him in the bag of holding. He's a
There's
dwarf.
no room in the bag of holding.
I mean, like, in life, I was already looking half dead anyways. So,
Yeah, no one could tell the difference.
Yeah, we need to get to the Temple of Palor to have the cleric tend to our
Oh, no.
unfortunately.
Tired comes.
Now
It's-
deceased.
Yes,
Deceased.
I see. I had seen, but didn't want to mention.
You just did.
Yes, an unfortunate encounter with a dire bear on the road.
Dire bear.
Yes.
Road
Yes.
was made for travel.
That's
Just as we came from Holen, or from Lothen. From
unusual around these parts.
So sure it existed.
No, I
well, it
believe you, but it's still very unusual.
Yes, it's odd. We had attacked a cart near a crossroads up north.
No survivors, unfortunately.
It's a shame.
Indeed. After that, we will make finding Toria our priority, I assure you. I'm afraid, though, I can't remember her mentioning about where she was going.
Yes. But
She did seem a bit secretive about it, though.
I see.
She sent us north, but didn't mention anything else.
She
Maybe
sent you
not.
north for reasons you don't know?
No, we are aware of
No,
what.
she didn't. She didn't mention that she was going to leave
I see.
for any extended period of time.
Did she have any unusual enemies, strong enemies, anything like that? Something that could, well, abduct a lady such as her standing, or vanish her without a trace?
Not that we know of.
I mean,
Not that she mentioned. She wasn't particularly worried about anyone that she mentioned recently.
I look at Toria, I'm like, I'm standing behind her, so I assume she can't like really see me. So I'm like, I look at Toria, I'm like, try and like give a hint, make him think,
We stole it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll intelligence to see if
Wait,
I
you
get
roll-
the
you
hint.
really don't remember who might be trying to kidnap her?
I don't remember.
I legit don't.
She's literally against Illuminati.
Yeah, I was like,
I don't remember this whole Illuminati plot.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
remember.
you remember the hidden enemy that was trying to keep the city low profile, trying to eliminate who settles in and make it like a very backwater.
desolate. Yeah.
No, I don't.
No.
How do you guys not remember that? It was like the
Like,
entire
we had
like
that
yeah.
conversation literally beneath a few feet where you guys are standing.
There's
Why the
literally
Titan
no clue what you're
corpse?
talking about.
Yeah, I give like a
See, this
Yeah,
is why I
uh,
told you, like, why do I have to be dead in this session? You guys are
Okay,
gonna
well,
die.
See, but this is an OOC I don't remember. I mean, I'm sure my character would if he was in that conversation. It's just-
I'm gonna be
it was
like
so many sessions ago. I need to start taking notes about stuff.
yeah,
Um,
it's fine. I give like a like what Toria
Oh.
Melikona says is it's partly true. It's
Well, yes, she did mention that she was afraid that there was some insidious force at work that was trying to make sure this place stayed deserted and destroyed anyone who tried to settle here. But well, she wasn't able to give us any particular details as to whether it was an enemy city-state, someone her family knew. She just said that this had happened before. That this place was maybe cursed or something like that, or simply under the watch of someone evil, someone who you probably used to live here and doesn't want anyone new around.
She certainly raises an eyebrow at that. And she had, what, a hunch of all of this?
Oh, she didn't make it sound like it was a hunch. She talked like she was certain of it.
You make her sound out as if she was simply paranoid.
she was not. There's too much stuff occurring for a small town to be commonplace. Like specific carts and travelers being attacked on the road towards Poland here. It seemed very targeted for a small town, to be put it bluntly.
We had an orc raid. Caravans were
An orc
getting attacked.
Raid? An orc raid?
Well, we convinced them not to raid the town and instead raid something else.
Yeah, and
It was a bit- we essentially made a deal with them, but
We sent them to raid somewhere else.
well, there was a bandit camp, and there was a orc band. We kind of convinced to help us take out that bandit camp, and kind of blew each other out. So
yes,
one
there's
orc remains.
bandits all through these lands, I've noticed. She hasn't been... perhaps I shouldn't speak such ill of her. Let us just have it suffice to say that security in the surrounding areas is somewhat lax,
Lackluster?
and it should have been her duty to see to that.
Well,
I
you
mean,
see, and we
you've asked
spoke
her
out about that. We heard from the mercenaries she hired. What was the name of the mercenaries again? Alucatrion.
Wasn't it like the broken?
Yes.
The Baker's Company, I believe.
The Beggars Company. Headed
Yes,
by
and
some
I
hobgoblin.
believe it was very simple and plainly put. If it's outside the town's walls, it was not their issue, apparently.
Yes, Vokvorg, I believe.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
So we actually ended up being the ones who took care of most external issues in the surrounding area. But as you can imagine, as capable as we are not an army. We can't hold security or a tight watch over such a large area. So we mostly deployed to deal with
Targeted,
targeted
specifically.
particular threats.
That
Some kobolds.
makes no
Again,
sense.
the raids.
Like, you'll have to forgive me. I certainly believe you, but I fail to imagine that she, as a new lord to the place, would simply leave things to chance, to a small party of adventurers to keep her lands safe.
I mean, it's Poland. Have you seen it?
I don't know how her finances were. I'll be honest. I'm
There's
unsure
always
about-
our impression that she couldn't exactly afford to raise an army.
She seemed to keep money for specific stuff.
Keep money for specific stuff. What do you mean?
Well, it will fall into probably the. I'm not certain if we are able to talk about that yet. But can I talk with Trium for a second by myself and Heliconia, if you don't mind?
Yes, of course. I understand. You'll still be under guard, but they will do their very best to give you some freedom.
Mm-hmm.
This would be just a moment.
Yeah.
She
Sorry, head.
calls a few guards in who sort of step to the side. Yeah, keep an eye on you without keeping an eye on you. Their backs are turned. They're sort of humming loudly, etc., etc. Whoops! I accidentally grabbed Nithrin instead. She
it's fine.
heads towards this door, in through it, of course.
I will say like like in like whispers of the guards volunteer, of course, right?
I think at this point we should throw our lot in with Gunthole. They're the bigger power. They already have the city. We don't even know where Jafroya is. And they're gonna discover it eventually.
Yeah,
Just by
because
virtue of being around.
I'm not certain like if they have already discovered it like in the basement. Like I'm not certain, and I can't really hint towards it without letting it go as well.
It's gonna be a waste of time if they find out and then they found out we knew. It's.
But on the same time, they're not gonna punish us for not telling them exactly, like the basement part that is.
Like, they said, like, she said she didn't even want to be here. So, I won't assume if we find, Jafroya, they would
Yeah,
just
but
leave?
here's the thing: they don't want to be here. But if they find what's in the basement, if they haven't already, then they might very much wish to be here. We don't know yet.
Which leads to, which implies they probably didn't find it if she says she doesn't want to be here.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at as well.
It's probably not gonna take them too long unless we find Jafroya immediately. They will eventually find it.
But I recommend we finish our talk. We organize another person meeting, in a day or two, and we get our Oaken Cinderback with us, and we should take it from there.
Frankly, I think we should tell them.
We can tell them another.
I mean, do we?
I don't
Gonzales is the winning bet. They're a massive city state that has been expanding. This place is essentially in their area of influence, and
Yes, but
if they
Gone Home
decide to
doesn't
take
need us.
over,
That's the thing. Jafroya sort of needs us. Gone Home doesn't need us.
it's still more profitable, and regardless, we can just say that it was needed to be able to
So
to find her.
also, let me pause you here, because I
Yeah.
mean this is obviously quite an important decision. So Okon, I'd like you to weigh in at least in an out of character perspective as well. It's not entirely fair that you don't get to have a say in this as well.
It is exactly fair that I don't have a say in it.
Well, I guess, but if you would like to, don't hesitate.
I'm good. Like
We
I'd
like the
like
talking hand over
if I don't
Cinder's
like
body.
it, I'd like to reserve my ability to bitch about it later on when I'm alive.
I know.
Fair enough.
I know Oka. I know Okan enough to say that he would be with Trion in throwing their line with Gonzo.
Yeah, I would most likely be with Trium, but in a very different way than what Trium is doing. But yeah, go on.
I say no.
You know, Trium's a true neutral, so he's gonna look
At the
after
very
himself.
least, like if we are going to do that, we should get.
I
Cinder
already
stuff
see 7 different scenarios how we could get executed for this.
first.
I mean, we call it anyways. It's we'll see.
Like, I'll tell her that what Jeffroy's public story is,
Let's
and
just-
depending on how she reacts, I think we can go ahead and decide whether to tell her or not about.
Hold on. I mean, I guess isn't like all the character / in-character thing grim?
What's that again?
If I were to ask to take a trip outside to look for something, and then see if they maybe because if they know it's there, they're gonna have guards outside of it watching it, surely, right? But if I get like Dream to say like we need to look for something, Dream goes
we
down.
need to go to the toilet. That's
Yeah, exactly. That's literally the story here.
fine. I'll ask you to go to the toilet, try to sneak around, see if they found it, and be back in a moment.
It was
Yeah.
a terrible idea.
Yeah, no, I like this. I like this idea. Okay,
Oh god.
I should put these 17 ranks in bluff to good use. This is gonna end well.
What's in the basement? There's certainly not a giant down there.
Hey, Jorgen was the guard, right, outside.
Jorgen was the guard of he was like
Yeah, and we kind of threw him
Did-
under the bus as well, but
you just threw that man under the bus.
So
I mean, he made his own bed. His past caught up to him. That's what I'm saying.
I walk up to the guard and say like, "Hey man, I really need to go to the toilet. Mind if I walk out for a second?
Uh,
Go outside, do my thing."
yes, you can follow me. I'll show you where the nearest room is.
How's your bluff going along?
And he leads
Okay.
you.
Dun, 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 dun,
Go
dun.
right down the basement and then kills you.
Right here.
Alright.
Oh wow, these
I
are
mean,
trains.
hold on.
Man, I'd almost rather do it outside. Phew.
There's a window there, I
you go.
assume.
Climb out the window.
That is not a window. That is
yeah.
that is brick.
A
That is
door.
part of
It's not a door.
no. It's part of a chimney, as a matter of fact.
You could make it a door if you start slapping.
This is part of a chimney.
Yes.
I can't even see anything.
Oh, what a shame that I don't
Oh, can you not see the
actually.
map? Cinder?
He says
No,
he
this
can't
like-
say anything, not see.
Oh, he
Well, I
can't.
cannot see anything either.
Oh.
I mean, I
What
can
is
see the
this? Is
outside.
this a
and
hot tub?
You should be able to see.
Can you not
you're
see this
angle-
right here?
Yeah. Do like
I
the
see
pole.
this. Okay. There was multiple layers to this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
no,
currently
he,
on
he
the
fell in the
second
same trap as we did.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot see these parts.
Well,
That's
neither
right.
can we.
I'm a ghost.
I'm not using dynamic lighting on this one, so I can't just make it so you see, unfortunately.
Hmm.
Well, I take a bit so that it's plausible, and I I come out because there's not even a fucking window to climb out of.
Unfortunately not.
What's this?
Oh, a shame.
Like a hot tub?
It is a tub, yes.
You could take a bath.
But
Okay. Well, I go back and I say that it didn't work. there were no windows. But look, we've already thrown Jorgen under the bus.
Like,
I mean, Jorgen had this coming, right? To be honest.
Look, let's just schedule a meeting for like 2 or 3 days out. We'll look to see if we can get any information on Toria, and if we can't, and we have no leads, we'll just tell them.
Yeah, let's schedule a meeting in a couple of days and be like, we
I
want
didn't know what
to,
the latrine was.
let's say, let's get our friends back. Let's use that as an excuse, but also I want to get Cinder back, and hear his opinion can be the official excuse, and then surely they will understand that we don't want to delve into it any deeper for now, but that we will remain,
Okay,
within Lowton.
that's a good excuse. That we need to consult with our recently deceased companion before we decide to reveal the purpose of our mission.
like you care about my opinions, yeah. You will need a bluff check for that.
Oof.
I mean, I
Okay,
trust Cinder. Yeah, no.
I asked the guard to call her back, I guess.
So whip out a Ouija board
He
so he can
does
start
so.
asking Cinder what he wants. Is that a thing? Can you talk to the dead in D&D?
Comes back in and says, it'll be a few moments. Her
is
lady
she
is
in a
somewhat
meeting?
indisposed of for the moment. If you'll excuse me.
How long? Hold on. I'm like, hey, like, can you tell us like what you want? Is it gonna take a while?
Yes, it'll probably be a few moments. Would you care for some refreshments?
Yes, please. Actually,
Certainly.
could I join you down to the kitchen? Because I mean to remember
he sort of-
to see if the chef is still here.
Well, you could, yes, I suppose. He snaps his fingers to the other guard. If you would procure some refreshments and send up Garrett.
Yeah. Yes, of course, Garrett. I'm joining the guard downstairs.
To get me the usual.
Yeah, of course.
Of course, knowing that I have no usual, so I just wanted him to like use it.
Do you have
When
the
did you
turn
mean-
order?
Yes,
to
we
that?
did.
I'm rolling for initiative.
Oh yes, time to sneak out.
Alright. So I can cast Sibling Spear on this guy. Or I can grease the
No,
stairs.
we're not.
No, we're not attacking the guard.
Yeah, I'll use grease on the stairs and it'll like fall down and die. It won't be
Damn,
my fault.
Frechette with the Giga
That's
initiative.
what she does.
I'm just gonna sneak out.
Could I get Frechette with me, actually?
Hey, what did I miss? Why is there being insta rolled?
I have no clue.
Because we're
Grim
gonna
said.
move in turns
So,
and I need to sneak him out.
What we're going to do is on Nithrin's turn. Nithrin, for the moment, I'm going to control your character.
Sure, go ahead. Do you want me to like say anything if something happens, or?
No, at the moment you are walking with the guard and you are leaving the room.
Fair. Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to ask the rest of the party if they wish to do anything.
I am sneaking out.
Oh god.
All right, so you have your X amount of movement. You can do so.
Do I? Wait a second. I totally forgot that. Like, I don't know if it's useful. But I can make us all talk in code if we need. Full speech.
It's a bit late.
That's
That would have
right,
been very useful for probably
Yeah,
that entire
yeah,
conversation.
I guess Nithrin is probably like walked out.
Very useful. Yes.
Well,
25,
yeah, I mean, like I can show you. Thank you.
30. Yeah, that would have been useful like 5 minutes ago. Okay,
Well,
that's my
ask
30
before
feet of
Nithrin
movement,
leaves, right?
which I am gonna roll move silently.
I can't like run out and ask. Wait, Nithrin's within 30 feet, right?
I am.
Yeah.
He is, but currently you cannot see Nithrin.
I can open the door and look at him really quick. If Tria wants to stay here.
Does anybody else want to do anything? I mean, what are you doing, Heliconia? Not like
I mean,
theoretically
if
what are you
everyone-
doing, but what are you actually doing?
I mean, if everyone is just leaving, then I'm probably just gonna be waiting.
Okay.
Because, outside casting that one spell, I don't have any spells that actually help. As far as, like...
All right. So then we're back around
What?
to Nithrin, and we go,
Ooh.
I can cast, like, mage armor on you if you need it.
we sort of teleport down to here.
Yeah. Awesome.
Trium.
I am going to see if I can sneak down the stairs, but I can't remember the map but I'm gonna head towards the basement essentially. Unfortunately, I can't remember the map, but I'm gonna look. I'm gonna move slowly and
Do
silently
you not remember? I should
to
have
make
told you
sure
earlier.
that I don't run into any guards.
So if you will look down to the south,
Yeah.
you can see where those steps sort of lead.
Yeah.
Which is here.
Okay. Well, I suppose I am going down the stairs. Let's see if I can remember how to get to the basement.
I can cause a distraction. That could be my
Do
thing.
Do not put the place on fire. Holy shit.
Oh god, everyone, there's a fire upstairs.
Imagine she casts full speech, get a wild surge.
Fireplace blows up.
Over to Nithrin again.
Mm-hmm. I follow
Just
along.
one moment. We are led into the kitchen.
Do
Awesome.
I have to roll anything to remember?
Huh? No, all you have to do is remember.
Oh my god, I'm gonna start drawing maps of everything and taking notes.
I think it was somewhere over here. It was in like a dining
It was in the southeast corner. Yes.
Yeah.
These are not actually guards; these are cooks. They're sort of going through about their business. They're cooking things.
Yeah.
Nithrin, there's a short conversation where the guests need some refreshments. Her lady is somewhat indisposed of, but the people in the home are her guests at the moment. Do you have any sort of preferences of what you would all like to eat, my good friend?
Yes, I actually do, and I'm gonna I want to stall for some time, if that makes sense, but not directly. As I'm trying to think of I want to try and get to the southeast, right, myself as well. So I'm could you just tell me about what you currently have, in stock and stuff like that? Perhaps tell me because I have a very good friend, Sir Moonspire. Maybe you actually remember him and what happened to him.
Say what? I couldn't hear that last little bit you said.
For Moon's Fire.
Is there Moonspire? Maybe you heard of him?
No, I can't say as if I had.
I'm gonna then start to retell the story of what happened to Sir Moonspire.
It
I
is
can
your
try.
turn.
Do I need to move silently every turn,
No,
or are we just
we'll keep
gonna
it
take-
until it is no longer relevant where I tell you to re-roll it.
Okay, I'm
I'll
going
point
to
out, I believe
peek
it was
through
along
these
this wall,
doors.
right here. But I think there was a window into the room with the basement.
Not exactly.
Wasn't there? I thought there was a window. In there. This boarded up.
Is this not a door as well?
Are you peeking into that door? Are you peeking in? Are you opening
Yeah.
up all the doors a little bit?
I'm opening all the doors a little bit. Well, that's
12 dire
very. Well, that doesn't look very promising. Okay, and how much movement do I have left?
Oh, there's like half a dire bear in that room.
There's half a dire.
I mean-
One,
Are these
two,
windows?
three, four.
Those are windows.
Okay, I'm going to also hide as well, like behind the tables and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
just in case. I know there's nobody, but where's my hide check? Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
I am the sneak master. Snake.
You're
I pull a box over my
fairly
head.
well.
It's a wooden crate full of apples. You just dump them on the floor.
Yeah, I think I saw my movement.
All right.
Yeah.
Nithrid, the conversation continues, but you can tell.
I feel like you just skipped over me. Like
I
that.
mean, would you like to do anything, Haliconia?
No, I'm just stalling for
I'm just
time
gonna
currently.
wait.
You know.
Thank
But
you.
you should act.
I'm trusting in Trium here.
All right, but it's somewhat obvious that people are getting a little. They're not listening to you at all. They're making the motions.
What?
They're going, uh-huh, uh-huh.
I'm on a diplomacy. I want them engaged. Okay, I'll say that.
Go ahead.
You engage in the story.
I mean, that's a
Perform
plus 2.
storytelling check.
True. I mean, it's a very decent story.
They are not engaged.
It's a very average story.
You get the
very.
impression that they don't really care about who's, each individual commoner in the city.
Oh, cool day.
Trium.
Door there.
Right, let's look through this door. Are these stairs going up or down?
Up.
Up.
Up, there's another door.
There's a window over there.
I move here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4,
Can't you remember where it
5. Is this not a door? Wait,
is
no,
a
that's
door.
not a door.
I believe.
I think it's this.
Oh, it is a door.
Move your token up a second. Yeah, that's a door.
Yeah, that's a door.
Well, let's see what's on the other side.
I have a scroll of knock. We could use to unlock a door.
Well, that would have been useful if I was the one to have it, but you're holding it.
Do you want me to come down and find you?
No. Oh my god.
Okay, so I'll have to go through the other one then. That's all my movement.
You've more or less, Nithrin, gotten a plate together. It's basically like cold cuts, pieces of cheese, a couple of fruits, and whatnot.
You like cheese?
All right, we've pretty much got what we can scrape together around. Shall we start heading back up?
Actually, just 1 second. Is there a toilet down here as well? So, for me, just
I
take a quick toilet break before we go eating.
I can't make it up the stairs.
No, but we can head on up back up. Come on, let's go. We wouldn't want any accidents.
Oh, of course. I mean, I can hold myself, but don't you worry.
It would be a shame if we had an accident.
Do I, by the way, as we walk, I'm gonna ask him, actually, were you at the camp by any chance, back in Worcester?
Oh, shoot, I was
Worcester?
supposed to send someone back up. Hold on, one moment. And he,
No.
5, 10.
Can I do a diplomacy to stop him? I'm like, hey, hold on 1 second. You can't just leave in the middle of conversation there.
You're being so rude right now.
Yeah, that's very rude.
I mean, you could try. I mean, him being rude is no excuse for him getting fired.
Fair.
But he'll have to live with the knowledge, knowing that he.
And I will, of course, thank the chef. Thank you so much, and I will pick up the plate.
Sure, you can just carry that on up.
And I will very carefully pretend like I have a hard time balancing it. Walk very
Trium.
slowly with it.
Okay, so it's this door.
The door is
I think
locked.
it is. It's this. Oh god, the scroll.
Yeah,
Of knock.
oh, look at that, a lock. I have plus 10 to open lock. I don't
Breaks
need
the
a scroll
lock.
of knock. I have plus 12. And thieves tools. If this
Brilliant,
doesn't
yeah.
work, I'm gonna be cross. Oh my god, I rolled a
The
3.
door is still
What?
locked.
No.
I guess I have to wait for my next turn.
So Mithrin walked out the south door. Can I sort of open? Did they close the doors behind them?
Yes,
like
they
this
would
door
have.
over here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I go at the door? Actually, maybe I should just wait. Cause, like, I mean, my idea is I could look at the balcony and see when they're coming up, but they would obviously sort of see me. So then they would see me sort of just hurry back into the room, and it would be weird. So, I would just sort of something. I'm gonna go over to this door and I'm gonna open it,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna come sit back down. But I'm just gonna leave this door open.
Okay.
Was there anyone in the hallway when I opened it?
Yeah, you can see in the hallway, correct?
Yeah, I can already see in the
Okay.
hallway. Was there any like guys in there?
No.
Okay. Well, then, yeah, I'll just leave that door open.
All right. So Nithrin,
Uh,
on your turn,
yeah.
he also moves. He steps outside. He leaves the door open. He's obviously sort of having a conversation with the other guard.
I will, of course, just like pretend that I'm, slowly walking, cause
You are carrying the tray of food right now.
yeah, I'm currently carrying food. So I'm slowly, carefully walking. I'm following him, of course. What else will there to be?
Okay.
And I will.
Most incompetent. Like,
All right. And the two of them. Sorry about that. We sort of messed up. Please don't tell her ladyship. But let's head on up now.
Both of you? What happened to what's his name? Standing contemplating, and also please wait for me if you don't mind. I have a lot to carry, as you can see.
I mean, it's one
Are you
tray.
actually carrying? Are you actually
Yeah.
carrying Cinder's dead body as well?
No, not now. It's in the bag of
that
holding,
be-
apparently. I think,
Yeah,
or is it not?
no, like, there's no room in the
I
back
mean,
hall.
if it's not, then yeah, I guess I am. Then it's
I
like,
mean,
this
I
is
would have
very
believed we
uncomfortable.
would have, sort of left his body there. You would certainly not have been. You're not carrying around a body. What can I say?
Okay, fair.
Imagine that using his back as like a weight to carry them.
Here, let me carry this body, and we'll go get some food.
Yeah.
Can you hold Cinder while I pick this tray up?
I will of course try and make some small talk as we very slowly move our way back up again. Like exactly 10, maybe 15 feet. I have a full plate after all, so I am slow. Wait, is walking half your speed?
I mean, I don't know the raw for it, but you can say what it
Uh,
is. I mean, whether or not
Okay.
you are moving so quickly, they are obviously moving their speed. Trium.
Right, let's try this again. Oh my, are you fucking kidding me? What is this bullshit?
The door is locked.
Oh god, the scroll of not.
Heliconia.
I'm gonna keep trying. I don't give a shit.
Okay, I'm in a room. Would Trium surely close the doors behind? Well, Shet isn't really
Yeah,
enough
definitely.
to open a door, and we wouldn't know what door he went in, so I couldn't really tell Plachette to like go find Trium or something like that. So realistically,
I mean, I'm rolling a 3 and a 5. It's amazing.
I'll ask Plachette to sort of wait in the. Actually, no, fuck it. We'll just wait here. We'll just wait here and for then someone to walk back.
Okay.
There's nothing else to
Mhm.
do at the moment.
Over to Nithrin.
They walk
Uh,
upstairs.
5,
I will
10, 15,
very slowly,
25.
I will kind of block the stairwell,
Uh,
if that makes sense.
is that something
walking in
you're
front of
sure you
them.
wish to do?
I mean, no, not on purpose. This is like, I'm walking here.
You can do
I
it
can't
on
really...
purpose, or you could not do it. I mean, like those.
I
are
will
the
not
two
do it on
options.
purpose. I'll not do it on purpose then.
Like Should I cast grease on the stairs and I'm just
No.
like, whoa,
Yeah.
falls down over and over
No, no.
again.
It's just fine.
It's
Yeah,
really
this is fine.
slippery.
Trium.
If I roll anything lower than a 10, I'm gonna be very cross.
Yeah.
Yeah, cross.
I can't fucking believe it.
What'd you roll? A
A
3?
6!
mean,
I rolled a 3, a 5, and a 6. The
Maybe a
door is
6
still locked. Keep going. I'm gonna keep trying. I don't care if I get caught. I've got an excuse for it.
Heliconia, you hear the people up on the stairs. I mean, for all intents and purposes, they're like right here.
Okay. Oh, I mean, I'm just gonna sort of sit up a bit and sort of, look like I'm talking with, to start making idle chat with Flechette about stuff.
Mhm. I mean, it is
Yeah,
you know,
nothing.
telepathic on her part.
Oh,
But,
true. All right, well, I'll make it look like we're actually having conversations.
Sure. But 5, 10, they come through. Nithrin, I presume you follow.
Yeah. I will, oh yeah, hold on. It's up here.
Here now. Where's the other one?
He had to go to the latrine again. I'll like note to like the open door.
Oh, did he? All right.
It's it's a stomach.
I understand. He goes 5, 10, 15 towards the bathroom. Trio.
Trium is not aware. He's gonna keep trying to open this door. Oh, are you another 6? What is this?
Oh,
Right.
God, I'm so fucked.
Wait, what does the quality of the lock look like?
This looks pretty good. It looks like a noble has spent a lot of money on the lock to presumably their study or something like that.
Basement with a
I need a
giant-
decent roll. I just need like a. It's not even a 20. Like an 8. Like an 18 would be fine.
Oh, God.
Probably. It's probably like DC 30. Oh. I can't do it. I can't do it. I just need a decent roll.
Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna put the plate down on the thing, right? And then I'll make my way over to the fireplace. And I'll ask, do you mind if I, put some? It's a bit cold. I feel like.
Sorry, Nicholas is gonna burn down the house.
I'm not gonna burn on that. But I mean,
actually dropped my lantern in the middle of this room.
So,
Flaming oil's gone everywhere.
15. And then this guard has a seat.
All
He's
right.
waiting for the non-existent Trium to come out of the restroom.
Except when these are the bathrooms over here,
They are. I mean, he's not using the restroom. He's just
Oh, the
waiting.
doors are outside. The doors are over here. Yeah.
Open lock. Let's
Well, I
go.
suppose you're right. Yeah,
I mean,
I
you
was
can wait
thinking the
there,
other
that's
one
fine.
was the doors. So yeah, you would
Until
wait
then.
in the hallway.
Oh my god, a 16. I'm pretty sure I just need an 18. Is the door still locked?
The door remains locked.
Oh God, I don't think we can get through it. I mean, here's the real problem. What are we gonna? I don't like. Obviously, I can say Trio's in the bathroom, but Trio's gonna like walk up the thing, and it'll be like, I fell down the street.
I got this. I got
Heliconia,
this.
anything?
Oh God, like I mean,
I will, Laconia. Like, is a certain,
but all right. You know what? Me and Nithrin are both in here, right? I'm gonna cast full speech on the both of us.
Mhm.
Trio not included. So I mean, I did it before, so just surge roll, and it lasts for 6 hours. So yeah, so Nithrin, we can now talk to each other in our fake language, which is very obviously like coded. So they're gonna tell that we're speaking some other language, but they don't know what we're saying or anything.
Sure. Keep
Well,
on.
you're
Give
like,
me 1 second. Like
okay,
literally
sure.
1 minute.
Let me know when you're back.
Hey Riley, time's up.
oh no.
He's taking Riley down.
Riley, no, right.
Oh dear.
Well, thanks, guys. Like doing this before going through the resurrection.
I
or
tried to get you revived.
Yeah, but the chick left.
you
True.
guys are not prisoners here. And like you could just say that, okay, I'm gonna wait until she comes back. No, you have
Alright,
to go
sorry
into
about
like
that.
an hour
I'm
long
back.
meeting.
Alright. So, Nith, I want to talk to Nithrin now in code
Mhm.
language and be like, obviously Trium is not in the bathroom. What is the plan?
How long has he been gone for?
I think it's been around a minute or so.
Yeah. I'd say like, a minute or two, a minute at most.
Alright.
Like
That's what I'm
I
thinking.
could try to surge or something if we need a distraction, but is that a
No.
good idea?
Let's how would I put this, like, eat, and let's wait, and hopefully he will return soon. And
Well,
if not, the important thing is we are gonna remain as friendly as possible, and hopefully he will have an excuse. But Helicon, when you said that he went to the bathroom, you can repeat that, say like, oh, actually, hold on, I think he tried to
These-
go to. He went to to have a quick trip to the tavern, maybe.
I mean,
These are books, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
like he's gonna come up the stairs or something is the problem, and like I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do about it.
Okay, wait, hold on. Which stairs?
The ones to the north.
Oh,
Looking for the basement.
I mean, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna ask you there. Like, guard, what? Can you tell me what those stairs north of us leads to?
Well, down to the back, there's a series of rooms, sort of private dens, if you were.
Yeah, no, I mean to remember. I was here with what was his name? Geoffroy, actually. We actually went. Of course, everything was like quite in a ruinous manner. It was thing was broken down, torn down, and such.
Mm-hmm.
And I just mean to remember that there was this dining. I don't know, perhaps
Yeah,
like
a dining room, dining hall. That would be directly underneath us.
While they
Oh yeah.
can they do something while they talk?
Yeah, sure. I mean,
Depends
they
on
can
how
have a
long
couple
it takes
seconds
them
and
to talk.
whatnot.
Yeah.
'Cause while they're talking, I just grab a book and head back. Actually,
Start
head
bashing the door down with it.
no, head through these stairs. Well,
Mm-hmm.
should take me to somewhere around here if my calculations are correct.
Yes.
Cool. And then I guess I would just walk through this door.
So you open up and walk through the door.
Yep.
And the guard sort of
While
shouts,
whistling.
"Hey, what are you doing through there?
Oh, I was
That's
just.
a private library."
I waved the book. I was just getting a book to head to the crapper.
Like
I have a
Geoffroy, I
bad
didn't
stomach.
mind.
But I thought you were already in there. You don't need a book for that. This isn't some sort of library. Put it back.
Fine.
Now
Go
it's gone for
back.
like 20 minutes.
Go back. Have another crack at the door.
All right, one more roll.
Oh my god, please. Just work. It's not gonna work. And if not, I'd just get head
You gotta
back.
roll at least an 18.
It's probably not gonna happen.
Maybe above 15. you can
Oh no. Yeah.
Afraid not.
It's still locked.
Yeah.
So I just head back and, like, head towards the toilet without the book. Sorry.
All right, so around about this time, we can see that Eleanor comes back.
Oh, hell.
Why is she like? What does it say? Like,
Well,
I mean, like, nice of you to return. But was there a matter since you've been waiting here a bit?
Nothing you need to concern yourselves with.
well, we talked amongst ourselves, and we believe that it's only fair that we consult our recently departed friend. So we'd like to get him resurrected before, and hear his opinion before we decide whether to disclose the details of our mission.
I see. Well, you know, Gandholm is not without its resources. We could help you with that.
Really? How? We're planning to ask the cleric that owes us a favor, but we are not actually certain if he can do the deed. What were you thinking?
Well, I have someone that I know can do the deed, and I suppose we could come to some sort of arrangement. Obviously, your lady is missing right now, and you have no idea where she is. So I would... we have an understanding of your type, by which I mean no offense, but, you know, adventurers. And we have several of us who work for us. What I would propose is something very similar to that. You can still work for Jafroya, should she ever be found, but you would also be working for me.
How
Look
long
towards.
away is the person?
This sounds like a very reasonable agreement.
Yeah, and I look towards Rem, but like, yes, but we should perhaps think have a dinner at the tavern over it.
Mind you,
That's a fine.
you would be working for me for quite some time. This is something
In
that
exchange
is
for-
neither free to the cleric themselves, nor something that's very common.
Of course, but in exchange you would resurrect our friend free of charge.
Well, no. I mean, it's very
saying-
explicitly not free. You would own your servitude to me.
Yes, I mean beyond our work for you. With no monetary compensation, I mean.
Yes, I suppose there would be a little bit. But we can simply take it out of your pay, as it were.
This, I think this sounds reasonable. I look to the other two. Reactions?
Let's wait before we bind ourselves just
Yeah.
yet.
We'll
Hopefully
be
we
back
return
tomorrow.
tomorrow or in a day or two, depending on when you are available, and we will, finish it up.
Yes, I suppose so. Mind you, you should make a decision soon. A body does not last forever before the magics are no
Exactly.
longer capable of resurrecting someone.
We'll return tomorrow.
Of course.
All right.
I'll, yeah. We take our leave and head to the Temple Peller.
Very well. I certainly look forward to working with you in the future.
Thank you, and let's try and get Cinder raised now
Yeah.
as quickly as possible.
What's it called, guy? Circuit.
All right. So, one moment.
Price of masterwork thieves' tools shouldn't be too expensive.
I mean, you can probably afford them, but you need to find someone that sells them or makes it, I guess.
Yeah. 100 GP, that's not a lot.
I mean, it's not a lot for us, but
Yeah, well, for
a regular, yeah, it'll be insanely expensive.
Alright, you arrive.
We
Can
arrived.
I see the door in place?
Ooh,
That's not supposed to be.
I kind of like step forward a bit hastily, With Cinder this time, actually, Grim.
Yeah. So,
Okay. You do notice that there are certainly more people in the temple than were here before. Both along the clerical lines and among people who are, sick and wounded as well.
And I walk past. Could I do like a heal check to see like if I recognize anything in particular?
Not as you're walking past, no.
Okay. Fine, and I'll just walk past. I'm kinda, walking past rather quickly,
Mm-hmm.
unless I'm being stopped. And
You're not.
okay, I weave past them all. I
Put the dragon down.
give some coughs as I see the people here, I assume.
You see the people there. You see Ur, as we know. We see Circo and Robin. Also talking with a gnome, whom we have not seen before.
Was that a
but
gnome?
whose name you will obviously know very shortly.
I give a cough. I'm like, and Circle. I apologize for coming so hastily on, but could we have a moment of your time? It's quite important, a matter, as I'm sure you can see.
Yes, I see.
I hold
Your friend. I'm sorry to see that. Are you here to make arrangements?
Yes.
No!
I mean, not arrangements. No, sorry, not that way. We wish to bring him back. And we were hoping, and I looked towards Circle that a cleric of your stature might be able to bring him back.
I'm sorry, but that's something I couldn't do. The gnome would speak up. You need someone raised from the dead.
The Jorston wind.
I look towards him and be like, yes, we do.
Well. First of all, I'm very sorry that this sort of thing has happened to you. You have my condolences, of course. My name is Jorston, Jorston Wimbledon, and I am the High Cleric.
I await expectantly.
Of
Yeah,
Garl
can you
Glittergold.
land?
Excuse me, I forgot what it was. And I can help you out.
Can I do like a knowledge religion check? Will check to like recognize who this person is or what they do?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'd also like to ask if does he knows Circu?
Ooh.
Well, I've had his acquaintance for some time. You would know that Garl Glittergold is the primary god of gnomes.
Okay.
The gnome god.
Fair. I say, well, it's quite something to see that the head cleric himself, or the god of
Mind you, I'm not the head cleric. I'm a high cleric. There's a difference. I'm not at
I
the
see.
very lead of my order. I just happen to have some standing in it.
I understand, of course, and I'll say, but yes, we do require Cinder here, as his name were, to be raised back.
Well, if you'll allow me, let's take a look at him. Could you toss him here on the table?
I will, lay him out on the big one here.
All right, so you sort of put him on the table. And Jorston is very irreverent with the body as he's doing. He's sort of picking his arms up, he's waving his hands, he's doing the thing where, like, he's opening Cinder's jaw to talk through, and he's talking back with them. It's like, so, what happened to you? Well, I had sort of a bad run-in with some things along the road. Unfortunately, I'm a little under the weather right now. He's like, I can see that, my friend. I'm very sorry for you right now.
I find this very amusing.
I found this very disturbing.
Well, I've got the good news,
Thanks.
and I've got some of the bad news. The good news is I can get your person right up on his feet. The bad news is I don't do it for free, and I don't do it without permission. You would have to talk with Sir Eleanor Gauntholm first.
Well, that solves our conundrum then.
Yeah, it's like
She already gave the go away. Go ahead.
I'm in her employ. Well, good. All I have to do is check with her, and then we can be right about it.
We are actually having a meeting with her tomorrow.
Oh,
So,
so you haven't quite sealed the deal, as it were.
Well, she gave us
Korea.
the offer, and we told her we'd have to think about it. But I think we already have.
I believe the thinking is done then. Good, 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 good. If you would like, you can leave the body here, and we'll become friends. Well, you understand what I mean. We'll prepare the ritual and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah.
very well.
And,
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, like, if we can get the go away right now, can we just head back and ask her?
Uh-huh.
Is that what you would all like to do?
I mean, like, really,
What?
why wait a day just to go back if we just go back right now?
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, if it was
Fair
like if they happen to have a run-in with yours. Then
Sorry, give me a sec.
Yeah.
The only reason we were holding off is because we thought maybe Circa could do it for a different price. But if it's clear that it's the same price regardless which way we're going. So
We don't see a second option as it
Yeah.
right now.
Right. So
Like-
we can sort of hand wave a little bit of this because, I think we can hand wave a little of this. And while Eleanor is certainly surprised to see you back so quickly, she's willing if you're willing, Basically, you're in service to her until a time unspecified, as you are paying back the fee to raise the dead, and you're basically doing jobs for her.
While
not
we're
satisfied.
with yours, have we been given a price, like approximately?
Yeah, we either need like a gold value or a time limit. Certainly not neither.
I see.
I mean, respectfully, I think you can understand why we would be hesitant to go into a deal that specifies no end.
Right, you're right. Of course, I somewhat take things for advantage. Let's say a year, and we'll do it for simply the cost of the diamonds themselves. So 5,000, and you work for me for the next year.
Is that an or and? Just as in
So it will be 5,000, is it? Diamond?
I assume we will be getting paid out after the 5,000 debt is paid off.
Well, yes. I mean, you would be in my employ.
Then I think we could do that.
Oaken thoughts like O-Series wise, like a year, like
Yeah,
in character at this.
Oh, can you're muted, right? Say something.
Lord, then
I'm
as well.
muted. A year is way too much. Like, if you work at minimum wage, you're gonna make thousands with this many people. And that's like minimum wage. You are level 6. You are not working for minimum wage. You're gonna be making like tens of thousands gold for these guys in a year.
But that's what I'm saying. They're gonna pay us for it, though.
It's
Are
basically
you sure you clarify with that?
That's why I just asked. Yeah.
Just to confirm, Grim, like she meant like the
Right, after
5,000,
you
and
pay
then we're
back
also
the
getting
5,000, when you get jobs from her, she will pay you their worth.
yeah. But in general, we will also be required to like give her jobs priority, I assume, right?
Pretty much,
Yeah.
yeah.
So a year with priority from her job, but I assume this doesn't close us out for taking other jobs on the side as well.
Say that again? Sorry?
Will we be a year is a long time? We have had some dealings with a lot of people, including Toria and the merchant guild in Lawton.
Right.
And will it be an issue if we also took jobs from them? Which of course, your jobs taking priority.
As long as it doesn't come into conflict with, my wishes and whatnot. As long as you aren't creating conflict for me, then I wouldn't see any problem with you taking outside jobs as well.
Mhm.
You just have to
Oh,
work for my best interests in heart.
I mean, I look around, I look at Trium, I look at Felicon, that seems fair to me, and of course I assume we will be getting,
Excuse me.
fair prices on the work at, of course, outside, of what you're giving us. Good.
Sorry, say that again?
I assume you also will be giving, up to standard, fees, deployment, etc. Right? Well, we do jobs for you.
Oh, of course, you'll be paid fairly. I want you to work for me willingly and doing a good job. I don't want you purposely bungling your jobs in an effort to get back to me in a sense of self-righteousness or something.
Oh, I believe it sounds fair to me. I look at Trium and wait. I will seriously wait for him to be unmuted.
Look, sort of think of
No,
it like
to be
this.
fair-
You're changing your patronage from Jafroya, a woman who is not only missing, but somewhat lacking in funds themselves, let's be honest, to working for me, one of the principal heirs of the entire Gauntholm estate.
You?
For all
Yeah.
it's worth, I don't think it's worth.
I mean, like we
Like-
could argue it down to like, let's
Like-
say if you're super generous, we could argue for like
You have to realize this. We have been closing to a year playing this campaign. In game, I think it passed for 2 months.
yeah, I know.
This means practically for the rest of this campaign, you will have one benefactor and you will be their bitch. There will be no independence from this point and forward on until the end of this campaign.
I mean, at the end of the day,
Donald.
what happens is, Cinder, it's your decision. It's not,
Yeah, they're right.
there's no reason to,
I
like...
just want you to no. I just want you to realize like what this means.
We could do half a year.
Good.
Half
Right.
a
Half
year,
a year
and
is
we'll
probably
pay
going to
back
be
the.
same effect.
But I mean, half a year would be more generous. But I'm just saying. Like, I don't particularly mind. Like, cause here's that. Like,
How much money do we currently have?
We have at least 5,000 we could scrounge up.
Because I'm thinking we could, let's say, we pay for it now. We do the patronage because we need the permission still, but we lower it to a few months, like 3 to 6.
3 months, and we renew it if if it's beneficial to us and all that, which surely it will be. So, we have currently just sitting in the party. Where the hell did I move our gold?
Well,
Right here.
coinage and plus magic items, I calculated for other reasons.
We have
around
5,000 gold just flat. So we also have the trade
Yeah.
bars. We have platinum.
with liquidable assets, we have around 25,000. 25,620 to be exact.
So how about we
Okay.
offer to pay the 5,000, and then instead we work for her for 3 months, just out of the permission for him to be. I think that's a fair one. But that would like OOC wise, do we think that's a fair counter argument?
Like-
or
Like between 3 months and a year, realistically, there isn't much of a time. Like again, we
I mean,
haven't
like-
gone through 3 months flat.
I assume like we're not going to truly be sitting in the got home 24/7. Like we're given a task, we're given a time limit to complete it, and then we complete that task, and then simultaneously we can go do our other stuff as well. Like say she gives like in the sense of Torn, we got 1 month to do that like dungeon in Torn. Same thing. She's gonna give us like a month to kill this owl bear. So that's like halfway between Holland and got home or whatever. So we have our month to kill our owl bear, and in between we can still go at their places. We don't have to just sit and go 7.
Man,
The indenture for like longer periods of time. Yeah, like I also don't want to be responsible for that.
I'm so sorry. I need to go. Having an
Oh.
emergency. Is Grim here,
here.
or did he leave?
Yes. Sir.
Yeah. If you want to give control of my character to Oaken so he can play. In the meantime, while I'm gone,
Sure.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Um, I heard something about indenture. What are the terms of the deal?
It's
Year of adventure and 5,000 gold piece of that.
Yeah, I think Trion would probably be fine with that. It's a patron and a very resourceful one, so probably actually the most resourceful one that they've had so far, including the Masked Merchants Guild, probably. So I think Trion would be in favor. Other than that,
Sure.
I'm sorry,
I
and
understand.
I
Things happen.
probably won't be back for today.
Yep.
But if I am, I will let you know.
Okay. No worries.
Uh,
Again, things happen.
sorry. Yep. See ya.
Yep.
Ooh, deep. You kind of just want to try and haggle the time down, I guess.
Like I said, I would suggest that we pay the 5,000, and then for just offering, offering like her
5 to 6.
goodwill to let Jorston revive Cinder, we'll like give her 3 month employment.
So
Because that's
again,
not
from one of you,
weird.
and Cinder, or Okan, you now have control of Trium. Let's get a diplomacy check.
Sure, we lays out the deal, I assume.
What's that?
Yeah, probably Trium would be the one who wants to do it. I mean, I actually
Lay
have
out.
pretty decent diplomacy, if nothing else, but surely Trium's got better than +4, right?
I think it's a bit more.
+6.
Yeah.
Right, you're good.
Trium has thrown literally everything into bluff. This can be evidenced by the fact that he couldn't open the door. She would counter back with 6 months of it. And, this is something that I want, but by the looks of it, that you need. You understand that the position this puts me in as well. Oh my gosh, please stop putting on waypoints.
5 months and you got a deal.
I mean,
Was there a reason why Circle couldn't do it?
Circle just can't. No,
apparently can't. Not powerful enough.
didn't say anymore, but he's just like, I can't do that.
Like, at this point, just get a reincarnation.
Sure.
I mean, the thing is, if we're going to reincarnate you, we have to go back to Lothan. We're all right here.
I mean,
Well, it's 2 days on travel or like a year of indenture.
I mean,
5 months.
Like, reincarnations fucks me over, but this fucks everyone more.
We'll be fine.
I'm not too opposite. I mean, I'm sure. I'm sure I'll manage.
I'll be right
you know?
back. I'm gonna go refill my drink.
Yeah, sure. I mean, reincarnation
I don't
for
want to be
you.
responsible for this.
Nah, no, it's
You're
fine.
not responsible for it.
Like, you saying it's fine doesn't make it fine for me. Like, it doesn't change the fact it's happening because of me.
I mean, it's kind of like how I put it.
Like, I don't think Grin's gonna be like, now no one's allowed to have any fun for the next, half a year in game or year in game, It's like, I don't think it's
It
gonna.
means you
our
won't
work.
have the same freedom that you used to have. Like, you are not going to be able to go take jobs as you wish from the merchants. Like, you simply cannot. You're not going to be able to do business in Horsen.
We can
I
still
mean, we are allowed to.
yeah, we're still allowed to get contracts from other people.
Yeah,
But like, when
specified.
there's a priority in here, you kind of, like, they say that you can, in theory, but you cannot in practice.
I
Because
mean-
priority.
Yeah, I mean, sure, priority, but at the same time, it's kind of like I don't. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think it's gonna be like a huge burden or anything.
Like, I'll be honest. I wouldn't consider it a burden. So I just
Yeah.
consider it like the natural. What does it like in character? How we go about it, if that makes sense.
Like, I don't see this as like a burden either. Like, I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think it's gonna like drastically hamper us or anything. Like, there are certainly like, we'll be spending more time around Gauntholm or whatever. But like, I mean, it's not like we had grand plans to, trek across the continent anytime soon,
Mhm.
Also, in Valde is almost like all of the things that we have done so far.
Not
this
really.
means
Well,
we
I mean, like,
are
we're forsaking
leaving
Toria or
Joffrey.
whatever.
Like we are leaving Joffrey. We are also pretty much leaving what we have done with the mass merchants as well.
We're not leaving the mass merchants. We can still go there and work with
Yeah.
It's like very opposite sides of the continent, where
Eh,
Gauntholm is.
It's maybe a
and
week's
there.
travel.
I mean, yeah, I was about to say we can like ask like Grim is
Yeah,
like
when you have time-sensitive missions, you cannot take like
And-
weeks old traveling too much.
Besides, like, also, currently she's just located in Poland,
yeah,
For a
and
year,
regardless of
gonna
that,
think the
like
heir
no,
of
like
Gauntholm gonna stay here for a year,
we got it down to at least 6 months, right? So
or like for 6 months he's gonna stay here.
All right.
I'm fairly certain we can cut that
Oh,
down time even
Sorry
further.
about that. I got stopped by pancakes.
Ooh,
That's a good reason to get started.
true, a good reason. Okay, but Grim,
Uh-huh.
we're wondering, like, if we, choose to, like, servitude, right, for, like, an like amount of time. But are we then gonna be stuck on the, like, east side of the country? Like,
No,
in
not
Gauntholm and
necessarily.
that area?
Like, I mean, I'm not forcing you in this to, like, jerk you over or something like that, excuse me. If we're very interested in, going to another country or something like that, well, it just will happen that, once we finish with whatever we're currently doing, our next mission will happen to coincide with, us going to
Oh, yeah.
XYZ.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, now we're just wondering if, like, are we still able to, like, follow up on, Lowton, the
Yeah,
Fighting
this
Guild,
isn't
etc.
a thing that I'm trying to do to screw you guys over. So if we would like time to continue doing our Lothan thing and all that, then we will have time to continue doing our Lothan thing. The missions we're receiving from Eleanor will just so happen to coincide with whatever.
All
Yeah,
right,
that's how I think of it as well. So I don't
that
think
sounds
it's, like,
fine to me.
So
Does
I
that
don't
sound fine to you? Okay,
Okay.
awesome.
Is the deal we settle on 6 months and we pay?
Yes, it would
The
still be the
5,000
6 months in the pay. The gold is much
don't-
less a concern. I mean, you don't want
so
to
it's
give
just
away
6 months.
$5,000 for free, but I mean, it's certainly not her main concern.
I think she just
are we
wants
paying
people.
her or is she?
No, she's
buying?
paying for it then.
Okay, she's paying for it.
Right.
So we keep our money for now, if that makes
Right.
sense.
And again, it'll be just retroact. Your wages will be garnished until you pay for whatever.
But I assume you keep what we, find
Sure.
normally.
Does that 5,000 on top of the diamond that we have to?
No.
bring?
It's only actual costs. It's not experience. It's not casting levels or anything like that. It's only material costs that you're paying for.
Mhm.
I mean, she very likely knows that your service will be certainly more than that in the long run. Does this sound good then?
I'm contract up for it, so
You are writing a contract up?
yeah.
Okay. Do you have a thingy for it? Do you need another?
Yeah, no, I'm getting contract 2 to be it,
Okay.
since we don't use contract 2 right now.
Sure.
You
I
sure?
mean, I can just give you another.
Uh,
Now we're
I mean,
good.
Alright, so-
oops.
Well, again, we don't. This one's literally not being used for anything. So
mhm.
Alright, I'm gonna
Then, yeah, all right.
pancake.
6 months.
It's a
They
blueberry
cover the
pancake.
cost. We can still do our own thing and stuff will coincide with that, but yeah. All right.
And again, the big thing with this one is that you're not doing anything to, work against her interests as well.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't think we will. I don't think we have any plans for it at least. All right.
Okay.
So we shall make the deal and bring Oaken back.
Yeah, you know, if you
How
sign,
do you spell it?
go ahead.
Like, what is it? Like Eleanor? Like, I mean, how what's spelling of Eleanor?
Um,
Double L?
E-L-E-A-N.
Oh, maybe one.
Is it Eleanor? Like A-N?
it is Elenor.
Eleanor. Oh damn. Okay, fair.
Yeah, it's
We get you back, Cinder. You're awesome. Welcome back, King.
He does like a groan or like.
But yes, you know, after the
Oh,
ink
that-
dries and all that, she sends word to Jorston to go ahead and raise Cinder from the dead.
Awesome.
I believe raised dead is actually a
Minutes.
yeah, just a minute. It's certainly not as an elaborate a goings on as the reincarnate. Whether you know you have some insight and you guess that some of that goings on was made simply for theatrical presence or not, you may or may not know, depending on how much you know about divine casting. Hi, Riley. But either way, you know, within a minute or so, preparing the body and all that, Jorson casts the spell. Cinder, I presume you wish to come back?
No.
No. What? I bang my fucking fist in the table and like.
I just
I'm
want
just
to-
saying that would be a really funny turn, and then your next character, like, you work directly for Eleanor.
Yeah, like I just want to
How's it
guys
work
to
for
like
Eleanor?
raise
He just dicks us
5,000
out.
rupees.
Yeah, true. And get us into servitude, the real shed move.
I mean, you wouldn't go into it because the spell doesn't work, but
I
component.
mean, we would though because we still technically cast the spell and all that.
No, like you did. That's why you let me do these contracts. You would type in. You would be indentured in the case of my resurrection, not in the case of casting the spell.
Yeah.
But either way,
True. Yeah. No, of course.
Cinder, you've sort of woken up.
Twice.
You wouldn't be in a table at this point. You would certainly be in a bed. Sort of a room exclusively designed for this purpose.
I will. I will.
Your friends or co-workers, whichever, you know, far be it from me to
Cinder.
standing around you.
I will reach my hand out towards Cinder. I'm like, it's good to have you back, brother.
I'll get down on the floor and start doing push-ups.
Yes.
Oh, interesting. His face was something that happened before. I thought that was sort of, you know, what had killed him, or at least part of it. Oh, I'm very sorry there, young man.
How young is actually Cinder? I don't know. He seems to be like.
18 years old.
Oh, okay.
Gosh, he's still young.
Yeah, so young.
He's not even an adult by his race. Like we come
He's a baby dwarf.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, thanks for the comments about my face.
Oh, no worries. I mean, things happen. You know, likely I could probably do something about it if you wish.
Yeah, I mean most people can, but I cannot afford.
Oh, well, I understand. Sorry for bringing up poor things and all. I suppose my job is
That
done.
is not poor.
He takes your hand.
It's amazing.
He shakes it rather firmly. Welcome back to the land of the living, son. Try not to die this
I
time.
conquered death. I conquered death.
Cinder has joined me. He has conquered that.
No, you came back from that as someone else. You didn't conquer it. I did.
Minor inconvenience. I will have my body back soon, once, in the future.
See, even death cannot touch me.
Ah,
I have a question.
Mhm.
Is our contract for us three, or is Cinder included in this
I
contract?
assume Cinder would be.
It
actually
would sort
no,
of be
I
worried
didn't
as the
consent
party
to it.
of like whatever you're calling yourselves, which admittedly I don't
Oh,
think
the
you
golden
ever.
coin or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
when I'm dead, I'm not part of that party.
Yeah.
I mean, you have been like portraying Gunhold to be very lawful.
It seems so.
I mean, are you gonna try to weasel around and find loopholes in this contract?
I mean, I'm going to
I'm
help the
not
party
going to.
whatever they need, but I'm not going to be indentured.
I mean,
Like,
but
if
that's why-
everyone else dies, I'm not going to go along with the rest of the contract. Let's hope
basically,
that not all of you die, but just saying.
yeah, fair.
I feel a little bit
Again,
worse.
you know, it wouldn't be contracted by you's name. It would be contracted for the group.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like, you
And
can say that, but
I
like,
assume
Cinder
that
can argue
contract
at
has
the
some
time.
time on it.
Has what?
Like that
6 months.
contract has like as a date. Like
Yeah.
when it's
Oh, like
written, when
from
it's,
now?
like-
Yeah, you know.
We're on day 9, centered around Loxy's retransformation.
So, since I was legally dead at the date of this contract,
Oh my god.
Don't know.
Yeah,
I
well-
mean, like, you can do whatever, but don't get me wrong. That's definitely not in keeping with your character. The contract
Well,
guy.
Let me
It-
say this:
it-
like, if
like,
we all die,
literally
except
in my character,
Cinder,
I make
it would be
contract.
fine with him like not taking it.
Just
but,
say
like,
it is not in character of a lawyer to use law in his benefit.
yeah, like I mean, I honestly side with Cinder, but regardless, if the whole party dies except Cinder, we can worry
Well,
about it then.
Yeah, then
Yeah,
we can
like I
roll,
said, like I'm not gonna do this to like derail their indenture. It's just that like if I'm alone, I'm not beholden to this.
Oh, okay. Well, oh, wonderful. I will thank
This
Jorson
is
for his work.
definitely not me planning all of you guys' death.
True.
Yeah.
I thank Jorson for his help, of course, Grim.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, obviously he would. Yeah, I'll think nothing of it. I mean, you know, services for my lady are rendered.
And I will say, shall we head to the
What did it
tavern.
cost for me to raise up?
Sorry, what was that?
5?
Like, what did it cost for me to raise up?
Oh, in character?
5,000 GP paid by them. We pay back through work, as we are now in. We have a contract for about half a year of work
What?
with them. Yes,
What?
I
we
repeat,
can speak about it more over a beer, but that's the gist of it.
What?
Don't worry, it's not as bad as it sounds.
I mean, let him read the contract, you know.
We hand him a copy of the contract.
I need to process this. I don't want to die again of a heart attack.
Cinder has a heart attack, and now we're just in like an endless loop of where our contract just goes higher and higher.
Oh,
Ended
no.
up at level 1. I mean, okay, let me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can be resurrected like 15 times more.
Your constitution.
Yeah.
Yeah, constitution.
Constitution.
You can keep this going for a while.
Oh,
you know?
no. Oh, goodness.
Like, you know that scene from Captain America? Like, I can go all day.
True.
I can get resurrected all day. I'm pretty sure the diamonds in the world would run out before.
I can do this all day.
So, yeah. What do we do now?
I think we should head to the tavern and speak out about the matters and figure out what we do next.
Well, like, there isn't much to talk. You guys are slave for 6 months.
Slaves. At least I wouldn't think of it. That's a very mean word, and I don't like it.
Prisoners with jobs. I think I like that word better.
I can potentially agree to that. Those two.
Yeah.
Jorson would speak up from down the hallway. Indentured servants, certainly.
Like lay my eyes rolling backwards.
But, like I totally see Eleanor like this with speaking her like one of her aides.
Oh, let's see. Prisoners with jobs.
Just wait. Watch out for like 6 seconds.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, I love that movie.
what is the plan?
Of living.
Prisoners with jobs. I like that word. Yeah.
So I need to like. I feel like I'm a bit rusty. How many days since I was struck down?
About 2?
Two?
No, 1 actually.
Yeah, I guess only
I
one.
think it's only
so-
been 1. Yeah.
I feel a little bit stiff. Nitron, fight me.
Sure. Well, you can do it.
in the courtyard.
Like we'll just like.
I'll charge at Nitron in the room.
In the middle of the room.
Yeah, I'll actually.
I
Like,
stand
bull
by
rush-
the door.
I will rush Flashhead into Nitron.
No, don't get to dodges. We're not paying 5,000 gold to revive Bushhead.
What?
I mean, of
I
course
will.
we are not.
No, I mean, we will be if something happens to her.
No, you don't have the money.
We'll make the money. Hey, how about another 6 years? 6 months. Or the shot. No.
We can turn her just into a Dracolich.
Ooh. Fancy.
Pseudo
But yeah.
dragon Dracolich.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, so- So yeah, Nitron and I are gonna fight.
Yeah, we're having a warm up, as I say.
Not a
Getting
warm-up
back in
to
shape.
death.
Yes. Another 5,000. It will be another 6 years.
Huh?
6 months rather. But yeah, shall we head to the tavern?
Yeah,
All right.
just
You two should have like an arm wrestling competition. I want to see who wins.
Probably Cinder. You can do pure strength, I guess.
it's pure strength, but like it's.
You can do the
up to
jump at
dice.
the moon technique.
You know, I mean,
It's up to.
again, Cinder,
Sure,
you know, I know you know,
relevant.
but also for everyone else, you would be basically swaying on your feet at this point. You know, when you're raised with like HP equal to your number of hit dice, so you're feeling very rough right now.
Yeah, but like I have been fighting at 6 HP all my life.
You got a point.
True.
I feel shit, but I'm used to feeling shit.
The professional. But yeah, we
And,
take
you
our
know, like,
leave and head to the tavern.
Nitron
Yeah, let's
kind
go
of
to the
needs all
tavern.
the advantages he needs. if
The old
he's
bro-
good.
yeah, like maybe the broken shield's like the fixed shield now. You know, they like upgrade the rest of the town.
In my afterlife, I had this vision. The party got their hands on a very magical spike chain, and you were saving it up for me. Where is it?
I'm trying to remember how to scout. Did we get any magic spike train?
No,
I
we
think we
got
did.
the plate armor plus one or
Yeah.
something like that, or masterwork plate armor.
Yeah, true. We
did
found
find a ring.
we
And
found
then I
actually yeah.
found the ring. Well,
No.
let's head to the tavern and then we'll talk. So we're actually
Yeah.
at the tavern.
Tavern.
You want me to put the ring on so I can die?
Oh God! Please don't put on the ring.
No. They're not put on the ring.
A ring of instant death.
I keep the ring like on me, but not on me, if that makes sense.
I think it's in the bag
I
of
mean,
holding. right?
Nitron, by the way,
Yeah.
I could use some healing.
I will get you sorted right as we get to the tavern.
Graham,
Get a bear and some healing will do you wonders.
Yeah, that's
What
our
if we get attacked
boy.
along the way? Look at
I-
this thing. It's gonna attack us. Like, look at these things. These are
What?
not old characters. That's the old character side of the tavern.
Yeah, who
Oh.
are these guys? Whose campaign you running the side?
So I suppose your attention is instantly drawn to the new faces. I mean,
Yeah.
besides, most of the broken shields sitting down, there are, as I mentioned, several new faces.
I'm mostly interested in this guy.
Yeah, who's this person right here?
That's Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
And
Is she like a local? Do we all know her? Like everyone
with an
loves Sarah,
SE.
She's like the local sweetheart. She's nice to everybody. She'll like help pick your flowers up for you. Thank you, Sarah.
Sure. Again, so there are certainly some people sitting at who
What about Boy Zer?
you will be
Is there Boy Zer here?
bombarded. That is your boy Zer. Your boy Zer, he works here.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to see Zer. I mean, we catch up with Zer. Ask him how the tavern likes to treat.
Okay.
And we have the guy
Is
who
his
doesn't
face
really
looking
fit
better?
either.
Is his face looking better?
No.
I cannot remember this if you've ever met them, I'll be honest.
Hmm?
There's 3 people.
No, we've never seen
We have never seen
Okay.
these people before.
Okay, good. Yeah, now I was like, did I miss something entirely? Like, what
No,
happened?
no, we've never seen them.
Fair.
So, what is our new assignment now that you guys are indentured slavery?
We don't have
Nothing
one.
as of yet, but we have a lot of. We need to find Jafra,
Actually, they
Not sure if
stole
you
our-
are aware. Oh yeah, no, you're not. But Jafar is missing, and going to us kind of come in and set up place in the meantime. And she's like missing.
Of course she's missing. Why shouldn't be she missing?
I would assume she will survive, or what can you say?
I mean, she was treaded on thin ice, and she
I
was
guess.
doing
Let's
a
hit the
good
bar.
job of
Let's
it.
hit the bar. Let's hit the bar. And you know what? I order everybody.
Wait, they took our table?
I know. That's why I said I can't believe we leave for 2 weeks. They're thinking of
You know-
taking table.
That is a prime spot for your new spell, Scintillating Sphere.
That's funny.
Yeah, like if you put it like there, you would only affect them and no one
Yeah,
else.
and trio. That's the bonus.
No, there is
Yeah.
there's a guy. There's a wall.
This is. I thought this was just like a railing on a wall.
No, because they use the same texture at these ones. Like, look at that.
Grandma, these are railing
Yeah,
or
those
walls?
are more walls. They're sort of
that's it.
separated, so this is actually sort of a private thing.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
got
a
it.
lodge. So
Can't
kill
believe
them.
it.
Come on.
We
Let's do it
challenge
then.
them to an honorable duel for the table.
When they would see you sort of walk in, Leah, at the very least,
Yeah, Leah's the cool one,
would
right?
sort of wave to you and say, "Well, it's been some time. Come join us for a while."
Yeah, let's go join them.
Uh,
Yeah, I mean, there's a
They're
room.
drinking.
Sure.
Sure.
I will join him at the table. I will sit. Oh damn! I can't sit close to her.
Leah's always the cool one.
Yeah, Leah's always a cool one.
I'm
I will.
sorry.
I will kind of try and switch places with was it Yaheg here and be like, yeah, I need to heal my friend here a bit. I hope you understand. I can reach over to him.
You don't think you would have healed him before?
Nope, healing him right now. We were waiting to get to the tavern.
I see.
Yeah. Kinda died yesterday.
Oh, sorry to hear about that. Whoa, so...
Well, it was literally nothing but a flesh wound.
Well, I thought you died.
Yeah, it's something.
You
cut
died
into
to
my
a flesh wound?
Yeah, I mean,
It was a wound on my flesh.
I see. Makes sense, I suppose. Alright, so what brings you lot back here? I half expected that I'd never see you again.
Well, I mean, we had a job to do and we finished that job and now it's over.
I see. Well, if things have changed, I don't know if you've noticed.
Yeah, you guys without a job now or what's happening?
Well, we still have a job for a while, at least till the end of the month. Yeah, but I don't know if you've noticed, but Jeffroy is missing.
Yeah. What happened to her? I'm certain she will not go missing, you could say at the very least.
I'm not entirely sure, to be very honest with you. She was around one day, the next day her and several, or at least most of her guards are gone the next day.
Any signs of combat, anything at all?
None. Either she was disappeared away or she up and left. But no one has seen her leaving town or anything.
One could say she literally went underground.
I suppose so. Rather cryptic, but yes.
I look at Nitrin.
Yeah. I'm no give a nod as I look back towards Cinder and start thinking to myself. One could say.
I was waiting for, let's see, almost 2 hours to say that they were.
True. Yeah. And I will say, so you guys don't know, then I assume you're kind of missing out on any information you might have.
Don't know what. That's the thing about not knowing, is that we don't know.
I mean, Jeffroy, where did she go, right? It kind of been.
Oh, no, we're not aware. Are you?
Unfortunately, we were hoping to maybe meet up with you guys and some other people and hear what they knew.
Well, we're here. You know about as much as we do.
Yeah, but did Gontom just arrive and set up place, or what happened?
No, they have been here nearly a week and a half or so. After that business with Loxy came around again, they showed up, and they've sort of moved in. Jeffroy went missing in the meantime.
Ah.
What happened with Loxy?
Well, Loxy, she turned again.
You're joking.
Shame. Did you put her down?
No, unfortunately not.
What happened to her?
Well, I'll admit we were perhaps a little lax in what we were doing and a little compliant. We were, sure that you all had lifted the curse off of her.
Oh, God.
It's brand news to me. We were certain as well, but we had a meeting with.
No. We were not certain of it. That's why we asked people to have her under supervision for a whole month and make her still be chained down for the night that the full moon was up.
Right. Well, again, things sort of.
That happens in 9 days.
What was that?
Well, I can understand.
Yeah, the full
things
moon
were
hasn't
rough
hit yet.
for you.
No. We've been through an entire full moon cycle. Yeah. The last time we were here, we were 1 day away from the full moon, and then we left.
What?
No, Grim is right.
Grim, what day are we on then?
Specifically, I will know.
Again, we're 10 days left for the next month.
Yeah. But I guess now we know Cinder, who performed the ritual when you were over there?
The lady.
Well, what happened, regardless, is she took some swipes at Maureen and Jorheg. Not Jorheg, Jerheg. Went out through one of the doors. Well, it just so happened that things were lucky, and there was sort of a high-level cleric with them. A little gnomish fellow. Bad jokes. Well, it turns out that it was definitely within his power to remove the curse, so luckily, that's what happened. We got the curse
Nice.
removed on our members, but unfortunately, Loxy is nowhere to be seen. Nor is Kenton, for that matter.
Oh, I mean... Well, shit.
So,
Indeed.
Sorry to sidestep there, but it's been
Or-
20 days since she transformed, correct?
About. I
Yeah.
guess.
Okay. So I needed to recalibrate my. I was under the assumption that days left was till she transformed.
No. Which, I suppose I should start.
Like I've recalibrated my calendar, so it's on track now. But yeah, it was just a bit of confusion. So I'm good. We're taking on day negative 21.
We'll change things a
Or
little
20.
bit. We'll go by our current sort of. It is July 20th. we'll
No,
say
it's
it.
day-
July 1st. It's July 1st.
But
It's day negative
Yeah.
21. Or 20. Tonight's negative 21. I actually.
which
skipped
would be the
ahead
20th, because, we're counting up, so it would be 20th, 21st, 22nd.
Grim, the healer who did the thing, was it Lux Curly or Kriya?
Locks, really.
Lux Curly, yeah.
And she
Oh,
was
like-
the...
Who's the fraud?
She was apparently a fraud, from what we heard.
Well, that is Gunholm's problem. Like, Gun's
Yeah.
fault.
Indeed.
Quantum, rather, what was her name? They sponsored it, and that was our payment for a job we did to them. They would
Yeah.
cover the...
The
Yeah.
damages.
Yes, well, as I mentioned, damages have been more or less paid. The cleric managed to cure again Maureen and Yeheg's new curse, but unfortunately, Loxy's whereabouts are somewhat unknown.
You should get
I see.
revenge.
What's that?
You should get revenge.
It's possible, but not really in our plans exactly. Well, if Jafroya doesn't show, to be frankly, our contract is going to be coming up very soon. So we'll probably be leaving. Back to join up with the rest of the group. Which, speaking of, do you lot have any plans? Would you wish to join us?
Unfortunately, already...
Hence,
Really depends, yeah. Like, where do you have, like, any place you're headed?
Well, likely we would be heading towards the south. Apparently, war is starting to flare up again. Gantholm, of course, going to be heading down into the lands of Bash for raids. Well, that's mostly what we do, so we were thinking of heading down that way and securing some more, pay. Not that it hasn't been a good vacation doing this, but...
you call this backwater place a good vacation spot?
It's not bad. It's nice to sort of stand around and do very little for a little whiles, but as you mentioned, or as we mentioned, we're starting to get a little restless with it now.
Yeah. I do have one question for you. I mean, I hope you would enlighten me with one thing. I mean, your company, Beggar's Company, you guys work all around the continent? You have many branches?
We are mostly sort of based here towards the east.
Did you had any encounters with some verdant cunts?
A verdant cunt? Like a druid, or...?
The green-clad mercenary.
The verdant sky.
Yeah.
Verdant sky, not cunt, yes.
Yeah.
I take it you
thank
had a
you.
run-in with them.
Quite so.
Necessarily. They were quite polite, actually.
I mean, partly. Their job, however, was not
They were
so.
just doing their job. They wanted to leave. They wanted us to leave town for some reason.
I see.
So I was just trying to get as much as perspective on them, like what other people think.
Well, they've got a reputation for getting whatever job done. What is it that they did?
They just kindly asked us to leave a city.
Emphasis on kindly.
Like they were tasked to make us leave a city.
I see. That is somewhat strange. That's definitely not the normal type of job they take care of. I suppose it's not out of the norm.
I mean, to be fair, I think their hirers expected us to not comply, so they hired an actual mercenaries to strong arm us into. But we were gonna leave anyway, so it worked out.
Likely, but
Not because we were afraid. To make it clear.
surely there would be someone who could do it for cheaper. They charge quite hefty fees for their work.
We are not that easy to route.
They shrug.
Multiple magic, like multiple magic users and stuff. So, like they literally tried to bomb us, like with a little explosion. It didn't work. So, I guess
Yep.
they
Did
used-
they?
I
They
mean,
did. Look at his face. See, like he has no
I look
eyebrows.
perfect.
He has no.
I mean, they
eyebrows.
certainly would have seen you before. Don't get me wrong.
No, like he has no eyebrows.
Perhaps.
Like, oh yeah, is this the first time they see the elf Nitron?
Yes, it would have been.
Well,
Sup, guys?
hats to you for not seeing race.
Huh?
They didn't even like say anything.
I suppose not.
See, this is how you know these are decent people.
Oh goodness.
Hello. Run in with the Grim Reaper myself.
Yeah, he couldn't defeat death. I did.
A spitting like what is it called, like the spitting thing. You have in bars.
Splatoon.
Yeah.
To be fair, he looks better now.
Right.
I give him a raised eyebrow.
More elegant, one would say.
Well, I'm sorry things went south, but I'm happy you got better from death.
I mean, I feel worse, to be honest. I feel like I lost 1/6 of myself.
Fine, I
what
forgot to get
happened?
her here.
Oh, I faced I face rolled a dire bear for like 15 seconds straight.
A heal 30 HP.
I see.
It bit me, I think, twice. I think I also got like mauled like 4 or 5 times. Then I don't remember the
A
rest.
dire bear.
Yeah.
Goodness. That's quite the story.
Yeah, while I was dying, they killed it. They were just not fast enough.
Well, I
And you heal
would
another
presume they
16.
would have killed it. I mean, the rest of them are here.
Are
as
you-
well.
Are you full now?
How much did you heal me?
30 plus 16.
30 plus 16?
Mhm.
Why would I be full with that?
I don't know. It's like 45.
69.
And you were at what?
69.
Okay, how much are you lacking then?
I need a 63 total, but I don't have to be full. I like as long as I'm not at the single digit, it's fine.
Like, are you far away from being fully hit?
Yes, blow all your spell slots.
So you said 46?
Right? Yeah, 46 in total.
So I'm at 52. I'm 17 away.
I mean, fine. I got another
No, like I
one.
said, it's fine. I still have 50.
I mean, I assume you're gonna sleep here.
So what are you all
17.
doing now? I presume you're in the same boat as us, somewhat without an employer.
Well,
They have an
partly,
employer.
partly
Yeah,
true. We
partly.
had get Cinder back here. We made a deal with the new lordship in town, as it is.
Ladyship. Jeez.
Leadership. My apologies.
Come on, like, what year is this, Grim?
Huh?
I have no idea.
Like, this is 1358. We should be beyond this. at this point.
You've entered in a partnership with Eleanor.
Well, partly voluntarily.
Herself,
You know.
yeah. Her
Yeah.
lordship.
Like, as in not with the Gauntholms, but with Eleanor herself.
Eleanor herself,
Show me
sure.
that contract, please.
I mean, I
want to see what the fuck
believe
you
it's
guys
specified
It's
Eleanor.
called the Gauntholm contract, and the
And-
contracts.
Orin Neville Smythe didn't say anything about that. He simply let it happen.
I don't think. Well, I'm not sure if he's aware when you mentioned that.
He sort of sits back and whistles a little bit. That's interesting. I do not know if I
Why?
would flaunt that contract of yours around. Well, this means that you're working for her lady directly. That's somewhat unusual. Generally, when you work for Gauntholm, you work for Gauntholm. Not
And then
any
it will be by
specific
rank.
person.
I see. Sir lady girl. What?
So that
You work for Sir lady girl? Oh my god, Sir Eleanor.
Nathan,
Ma'am
who-
Eleanor, I guess.
Who drafted this contract?
I believe
I
it
wrote it.
was. I believe that's how you write it. Ma'am Eleanor? Eleanor?
Has
No.
bleach had been is invented in this world? Can I use
Ele-
it on my eye?
Eleanor.
what?
Okay, hold on. Name is fixed.
No, it's still not fixed.
What
There's
are you
no A in
doing?
there.
I'm
I was
fixing the
just
name.
Like I was just looking for bleach for my eyes after seeing that contract.
Uh,
Like, has it been invented yet?
bleach has not been invented yet.
I
You're
would
suffering.
think not. I don't know.
Oh, man. Okay, I need some forks. I'm gonna stab. my
Oh
eyes.
no.
No, it's fine. But why would you say? Are you saying that there might be some internal struggle within Grantham?
That's exactly what I'm saying. I mean, it's like any other noble house. There's cousins, daughters, all of this vying for
She is one of
the
the
heirs.
She is not the heir.
Right. That's, I suppose,
You guys missed that part.
hitting it on the nail. She's one of the heirs. She's not the heir. I'm sure she would quite like to become the heir.
The classic.
Like, you guys certainly did not sign this contract thinking that like she's a very powerful benefactor and all things will be well, right? You certainly did not sign this because of that.
I mean, no.
You know.
Huh?
We signed it.
We signed it to get the Cinder back, you know. That's the main current
Oh.
reason, primarily.
Well, I hope you guys don't fight on the other side when we are eventually get conscripted into Eleanor's fight with his with her family.
We'll be fine. What's the worst that
No,
happens?
we will be fine. I was talking about our friends over here because if they're on the other side, like, you know,
I mean, I believe they won't. And
like let's agree upon being honorable to each other in the battlefield.
Well, sure, but I mean, we're not. The plan isn't to sign up to do dirty jobs. The plan is to sign up to fight, as it were.
going to war,
Sometimes
basically, raiding
fight-
party.
Exactly.
Sometimes people fight dirty, you know.
Well, believe us, we know about fighting dirty, but you understand
Oh,
what I
know.
mean.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh,
Oh, damn, okay.
so we're gonna get like some jobs or something. Like, are we meeting with this?
Meeting
Eleanor?
her. I believe we still have the meeting for tomorrow with Sir
Yeah.
Eleanor, as it were. And besides that, I mean, your fry is still missing, and we have other stuff to take care of in town, you know.
Wait, I should have asked how much would it cost to fix my face.
You
I mean,
run
you can
by-
still ask.
Yeah.
He's not here. I don't know where he is. This is a
It
big
Not
is-
like tomorrow
seems to
morning.
be hanging around the temple or with Sir Eleanor herself, so. Ma'am, as it were, actually.
I mean, fixing my face is not going to fix my charisma.
No, it wouldn't.
I like to think it does.
I mean, if it does, it would be a hella expensive surgery.
If anything, you would become like Cinder would become even more of a jerk because now he has to compensate with just his personality for the low charisma.
True.
I mean, I can get some, like, those tomes of, like, manuals of things to get my charisma back on. As, like, you know, I am the primary charisma guy in the party, so I deserve it the most.
Right.
Maybe it's a ring of charisma.
Riam gets the strength tomes, I get the charisma tomes.
Yes, that makes
I like
very
it.
much sense. I agree.
I think I'm gonna go to sleep, though. I think we should all go to sleep.
Where are we sleeping?
I don't know. I used to sleep in the streets. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to
Oh,
sleep in the
well,
streets.
the people of Gauntholm have set up sort of a common room for that. You understand that a lot of people have been coming from Warson. Rather than having on the streets, they have sort of set up, I don't know, I suppose you might call them longhouses or something like that.
Well, I wonder how my old people, my brigands of beggars and homeless doing now. I'm pretty sure they missed me.
They're all gonna be like level.
Oh yes, you break the beggars. Of
They're all
course
gonna
you're
be like
gonna.
level 10 at this point. They've
I'm
leveled up
pretty
so
sure
much.
they
They're
had been
great.
doing all of their exercises, their morning radio activities. They have been like properly eating. So yeah, Grim, do I have my army ready yet?
Nope.
Oh man. Do I really have to take the leadership feat with my charisma? Oh man. I think like only time it is reasonable for you to take leadership feat is when you have 5 charisma. So like you don't get like overpowered cohorts or like 500 demons.
Hello.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, you are this level 20 demigod. The cohort you get is like level 2 commoner.
Real?
No, like it's not that bad, but like it strictly levels up with charisma.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
So,
should
like,
actually go
if
back
you're
and
a
check the
charisma person-
Cobalt Cave. As much as I despise the Cobalt
Yeah,
Cave,
I like the yeah. Actually, they might be an army there, and if not, there will be a war.
I like to think they're gonna go in there. Just gonna be, you know,
Maybe,
a
yeah.
bunch of dead kobolds, and then
Unless
Okay,
your
sure.
liege, your owner sends you other like some other place. Because like if she says jump, we say how high.
Hopefully not.
No, we say how much. Never mind.
True. How much?
How much?
That's a correct word.
Yeah. So, I'm going to sleep and hoping to find you guys in the morning and meet with this Eleanor person.
Yeah, of course.
I'd like to request that whenever Inlearn leaves, I'll head with her. And we'll catch up.
Sure.
I
So
will.
good.
I mean, you know, if everyone's leaving, I will just hang out with the rest of the beggars company. Meanwhile.
I mean, you have your contract to sleep here, anyways.
Yeah, exactly right. So I will just stay here.
You did,
I-
but that was several weeks
I-
ago.
I don't. Hey. Surely.
That was
Surely.
like 3 weeks ago. We literally
Yeah.
saved the staff from starvation.
Yeah.
And I did a personal favor for Cinema Inspire. Let's not
Yeah.
forget.
And like the bouncer of this place is like kinda also us for
Yeah.
Grim. I'm gonna get like whatever prime cuts they might have in this place. Like you got like filet mignon,
Uh-huh.
like raw, not cooked.
Okay.
And like before I go to sleep or like go to rest or whatever, I don't know what's the time. I'm gonna look for that giant fucking ass bird, the eagle of Eleanor.
Mhm.
The dire hawk.
Yeah, and I'm going to like try to locate it and give it some food.
I mean, it does not appear to be just, wandering about town.
Like not flying up. Like I'll take some time like jumping around rooftops.
Again, it doesn't appear to be wandering around town.
Flailing my
Not
knees
not
around.
above the town. Not circling
Not
above
even
the
flying
town.
or constantly circling.
She is bound to come back to her master. I will wait at the rooftop of the mansion. Can I sleep there?
Oh,
At the mansion? No.
The rooftop of the mansion.
No. That's almost assuredly a sure way to render your raised dead moot.
I'm just sleeping there. I mean, with my awesome move silently, who's gonna see me? Is there like any nearby hills or something that I can glide?
Not
on
really.
top
It's mostly flat. I mean, you could probably
yet.
like maybe get onto like a watchtower or something on that.
That's probably not gonna be enough.
well,
Okay.
But yes, I mean, Heliconia, you can stay at the apiary with Lindler. If you do not have a home, there are, as mentioned, sort of barracks set up where you can sort of stay and sleep. Basically, it's just floor space. I mean, there aren't
Well,
beds or anything like that.
maybe Trium will go there, but
Yes,
not
I
a
would
sleeping
presume
in the
Trium at least would
field.
go there, not having a home.
And,
I would remain at the
Mithrin, the
bar.
place doesn't shut down now. There are places
Oh.
here all throughout the night. Guards coming in, people coming in. I mean, it's now, as I mentioned, a significantly bigger place than it was before. So it is not very conducive for sleeping any longer.
I strike up a conversation with both Moonspire and the innkeeper. I've forgotten his name currently, but make myself known again. And I said I had an incident where I'm died and I've
oh
returned.
yeah, you know now.
Yeah.
You would definitely get a flat look from Brailfi.
What? Come on.
I don't know
okay,
who
but
you are, buddy, but no handouts.
What do you mean?
Really? You don't remember Nitro? You don't remember me?
I remember Nithrin all right, but I don't remember no elf pretending he was Nithrin.
I ain't pretending. All I'm saying is I got reincarnated. Like Heliconia, Trium, they can all confirm it.
They're not here right now.
Tomorrow then. You know what? I'll confirm it. Give me a beer with an egg.
I mean, got a point.
You think you're the only one who drinks a Nithrin around here?
They literally taught you
I
in this
know.
place. That's this place speciality. They taught you that in here.
Yeah, this wasn't your idea.
Ah, damn it.
You asked like, what can I get?
I will bring up how I will bring up the most detailed story of how we took down the bandits that we actually, foretold.
You
With
tell
Mr.
them how
Moonspire.
many- you just tell them how many chickens you brought here.
Yeah.
That's a very classified information.
True. I
many
will-
And
people
how
know
many
it.
chickens was it?
74.
Exactly 74.
Goodness.
Was it
And I will
74?
say, I even did a ritual in your backyard at the fireplace. I sacrificed a
slash
cow.
the
Doing a
cow.
great spike chain god. God bless him. And I send a prayer up to him as always,
Eventually, you do sort of manage to convince him that you are, in fact, Nithrin.
Yeah.
As funny as it is, it doesn't need to go on for 20 minutes.
Oh, it does.
It does.
You listen here,
You've sort of changed, lad. What happened?
Well, to be very blunt, I took an axe that skewered me from head to toe. And I kind of needed a new body after that, so I was brought back in Lawton, as it were.
I
So,
see. Well, that's what happens when you travel too far.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a point. It's got a point.
Wait, Nitrun and I are the only ones who came from another continent.
I
Yeah.
believe that's actually
That is
not
true.
true.
Hey, who else is then? Then they are going to die too.
No.
I know Heliconia did. I'm not actually sure about
I mean,
Trion.
Heliconia is from Earth, so she's at home at anywhere. She's a plant, goddammit.
True, the plants.
Oh man, I can't wait to play my druid.
Again, I'm not quite
True.
sure about.
But yeah, no.
Warrington,
I
I
mean-
about his backstory. so-
Actually,
I
yeah,
mean,
I believe
after-
Lordington is from here.
After I've convinced him, of course, properly, I will, ask him like what's happened in town, and how have you heard about from Alistair? Jeffrey is missing and everything. Try and catch
I
up.
have. Well, Alistair's around. I mean, you've seen some of
Yeah,
the
that
new
was the
people.
money.
They've opened up some sort of magic shop in the gobbledygook store or whatever.
Oh, really? Yeah, no. Well, it's actually not very having to look around town. Reese just returned today. Had a meeting with the new ladyship, as it were,
Indeed.
Eleanor.
Look, I mean, I've heard some bad things spoken about Eleanor, but you can't say she hasn't been doing good for the town. Certainly better than Jeffroya had.
Oh, well, I mean, how come? Like,
Well, do you see the
everything-
place? I mean, there's things now. There's a windmill and all. Finally something. People aren't grinding their own grains and whatnot. She's only been here a scant couple of weeks, and she's already built more infrastructure.
oh, it's quite amazing to be honest. That's quite a lot
Well,
of
now,
done in
I'll
a little
admit,
amount of
she
time.
came with a lot of the materials as well.
I see. So, but did how would what would you say like the time frame was between like the Geoffroy disappearing and Gonton coming up and setting up shop?
Hard to say. I mean, it was certainly close, though. Probably within the same day or two. It's always kind of hard to tell when somebody's missing, but yes, her, a lot of her aides and whatnot went missing, and then surely it must have just been a day or two, and Gontold showed up with their, the army, to be very frank about it.
Yeah. So
Mind you,
like,
it wasn't
you know-
just the army. It was a lot of the refugees as well from Warson.
yeah, cured then of course I assume, right?
Yeah, so I certainly haven't seen any evidence of it around, and believe me, I and mine have been keeping an eye out for it.
All right, fair. Yeah, no, I gotta say, no, it's wonderful what has occurred to the town, but like, not one thing that happened that was not so happy was I heard about the lycanthropy thing occurred again with Mrs. Me trying to remember the name here 1 second. I need to scroll so far down, so many handouts.
Loxy? Is that who you're referring to?
Yeah, Loxy.
Yeah,
Loxy, yeah.
we all heard about that. Really bad timing on it as well. You all had just come back to town briefly, and then left several hours later. Well, I guess the rest of them there at the barracks saw that you were taking a slack approach to it. So sort of took their own slack approach to it. Apparently, as the story goes, she was just in a wooden cage rather than any of the metals. A bit bigger, a bit roomier. Apparently, she broke through, wound up wounding a couple of them, and crashing through the window and running off into the wilderness.
Yeah, what happened to their husband? Did he run after her? Like, when did he go?
Presumably, he hasn't been seen since.
No, that's a damn shame. We were Like the cleric, this is back in Warsten where they took her. They were certain that she will be cured, but it seems apparently the cleric that did the work was a fraud.
Yeah,
Later found
we
out.
heard about that as well. It turns out that a lot of the people that she was working on in Warson, she wasn't really curing either.
Oh, could you tell me more about that? I only heard like a bit amount of that.
Well, again, it's just sort of rumor, but there were two of them, right? A human girl and then a dwarf. It looks like the human girl, sort of a bad personality, I'll admit, actually knew what she was doing, but the other one, not so much. Well, a couple of days of it kept around, and when people finally started realizing that this dwarf woman's cures weren't working, well, they got, let's say, agitated. Tempers were already certainly flaring at that point, as I'm sure you can imagine, and that sort of just tipped it up over the edge. As she was sort of working one day, the mob comes upon her, and by all accounts, well, it didn't end very well for her. I don't know what happened to the other one, obviously, but I'd imagine she'd met sort of a similar fate.
Oh, they're both most likely dead, I presume, then.
Yeah, either happened then or it happened in the aftermath, which, as I mentioned, Gondholm has done some good around here, but you don't go against Gondholm. And most of the city did, so they felt as if they had to put down the rebellion and make sure that this plague wasn't getting out of hand. So they did so. Pulled in a couple of their own priests and did what they could, making sure to say that people were getting saved, but, well, it wasn't a pretty sight. That's all I've said.
Yeah, no. I understand the terrible shame to hear, and it's like people like that pretend they're the worst.
Indeed. Not only giving people false hope, but, well, you can sort of see the aftermath of it. It's just it's a terrible shame. Terrible shame.
I know that long, here, but it seems like this place, ain't closing up anytime soon. So, like, barracks is safe to sleep in, would you say?
Keep your coin purse on a string, but for the most part, yeah. That is one other thing that I'll give them, they've got proper guards around. Well, I guess they're not proper guards, they're soldiers working as guards right now. So you make sure you follow that law. Because soldiers have sort of a rough and tumble way of enforcing it. It's not like, the Beggars' Company doing it anymore. They're still going out. I'll give them credit. Even with Trefoya missing, they're upholding their contract as best they can. But from what I tell, the money runs out in a month or so. And after that, well, without getting paid, I doubt they'll be staying around here.
Yeah, no, we had a good conversation with them, so we talked some stuff out there.
Right.
Yeah, no, I thank him, and I'll drink my beer and I'll take my leave.
Right.
Go to bed.
Sorry for what happened to you. I know it's not my fault, obviously, but you were a good one, and I guess I'm glad that you're still a good one.
One day I will get my body back. Do not worry. I shall not give up.
Right.
Can you actually, just, are there things to, change your race and all that?
Yeah, but, permanently, I will need, a wish spell.
Ah.
I believe it's wish, or, one of the really high ones to get the body back
other
after
ways
reincarnation.
to go around doing it, but, you'd have to look through minutia,
True. It will, perhaps once I have access to the library, I will find a way.
I guess technically polymorph and permanency and all that, but
Yeah.
maybe not quite the same.
Yeah.
So, what are you going to be heading up to now?
I mean, we have some work out to finish up. Some
Oh,
people we have to
right,
deal with,
yes.
you know,
I got a letter for you all not long ago from Darren.
Are you sure it was from Darren?
Well, I mean, it's got his name written on the outside and your name as well. Well, not your name
well-
specifically, but...
Yeah, no, of course. I will. I cast detect magic. Excuse me, I am a bit precautious after a certain thing has occurred.
Oh, yeah? What happened?
I opened and read a letter, and it blew up in my face, to put it very bluntly.
I... see.
Mhm.
Goodness, you have been busy, haven't you?
Yeah, it's not everybody that apparently seems to like the good we're doing around.
It is not magical.
Okay, then I will read it. Contents, I'll pull it out. And thank you. I will
Sure.
give him a tip with a gold coin, of course.
Okay, and he would certainly take it appreciatively. He wouldn't even bite it before he slips it into his purse.
Also,
The letter is
Yeah.
very simple. It's dated from about a week back, and it says that he'll be coming back to town in about 2 weeks, and that he's found several candidates who he think is appropriate to the job. He also says he took leave to go ahead and, while you were away, while he was away, to pay people to actually fix up the old keep and to get things in proper order.
all right. Wonderful. I mean, I assume we shall check that out. Tomorrow morning, when everybody's back at the time. Thank you.
You're welcome, lad.
Yeah. I go to sleep.
Okay.
Kinda.
Cold, I am cold,
Yeah.
I am cold.
Hi, Cold. I'm Dad. Hi, Riley. How you doing?
Good. I'm cold from going swimming.
Like it's fun when we do the dad jokes, Grim, but not actual dads do it. And actual dads do it, it's kind of not cashmere.
Sitting on my back,
Nice
Yeah,
cash,
that's
man.
good.
True.
That's what you got to work on, floating.
and I practiced not just floating, but actually floating.
Like dog paddling? Okay, well, that's good.
It's basically-
Okay, so,
I'm gonna grab a cheese stick.
a cheese stick. We have cheese sticks?
Yes, grandma bought some cheese stick.
Oh, I'm going to grab me a cheese stick in a minute. All right, head off.
Okay,
Give me a kiss. Love you.
I'll get you a cheese stick.
You don't have to give me one right now. I
Disgust.
appreciate it, though.
Disgust.
Sorry.
I don't like cheese.
Parental love. Disgust.
What dare you?
I hate cheese. Ugh.
So, Nithrin,
Yeah.
where are you headed? Are you headed to one of the... Oh, goodness. I was on the Broken Shield the entire time in the inn, but I see you guys were still on the Big Hole.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Fine, it's fine.
Well, I mean, if there isn't like private rooms anywhere, I will head to like the barracks.
Yeah, chances are the barracks is probably the place to be.
I will, I will probably like reside near, I don't know, Oaken is living in the streets as usual, I assume.
I'm currently on the lookout for the new King of Beggars, if there is any.
Okay,
I'll see if my spot is reserved for me or if I have to take it away from somebody else.
Alright, fair. No, we go with Trium then, I assume, because Trium will probably
So
want the
about
back,
that,
so-
because that is sort of an important thing, and whether you touched on it real or as a joke, you still touched on it. There's not a lot of unemployed folks around right now. It looks like most of the people who were without jobs, and again, sort of the beggars, hangers on, and whatnot, have been more or less conscripted into the Gauntholm forces.
Oh no.
They were weak anyways.
Like, is there like two loyal dudes?
I
just
will find whoever I can find. I'll force them to exercise.
they were loyal.
I'll be back in just a minute. I'm going to use the restroom real quick.
You will have your army one day. Okay.
I I am the hero Holland needs, but not the one he
Doesn't.
deserves.
Oh really?
I am a dark knight, a silent protector.
The silent protector, true. The one that stalks beggars during the night.
I'm about to head. I'm about to have like the ability to fly, and I can already glide.
True,
So
true.
I'm pretty
yeah.
much Batman.
Almost, yeah, true. Nearly.
Basically, Batman.
Like
I can't-
I'm half man, half beast. I can glide.
Also, yeah.
Dragon.
I am literally proficient in every weapon. I'm an excellent like combatant.
Also, out of character wise, like tomorrow we can like choose, I guess, like 3 major things. We can do like we can go to the keep, has been like repaired. We can go shopping and check the new shops.
We should check the magic
plus-
store.
We have the meeting as well. I believe. Oh, actually 4 things.
We should we should run to the magic store, check it out, because maybe they have something for Cinder,
All right, I'm
True.
back.
Yeah.
and they could probably identify
we
the
should
magical ring
sell,
as
we should
well.
sell the stuff
that,
that we
kiddo?
don't need.
Bathroom, I get
Yeah. Yeah. True. So we
can also
should.
run by
off-
Alistair as well.
Okay, you can say hi.
Empty.
should-
Here, I'll give you the headset so you can hear him say hi back.
Hi.
I don't say hi this time though.
What? You gotta say
Say
hi.
hi.
Yellow.
I didn't hear anything. I'm so sad.
Hello.
All
Yeah,
right, now say bye.
Hello.
They killed it. They
Bye.
took Riley out.
She did get shy, didn't she?
Tingled my neck.
I know. All right.
Wait, did you just hit
Huh?
your kid again?
Huh?
What?
This is child abuse.
No.
Did she just yell, "Oh my neck"?
She got the cord on her neck.
Wow,
Uh,
wow.
I can't believe
What
The
a-
classic
what-
excuse.
Now this is parental love that I'm familiar with.
All right. I'm back. She's gone. It is the next day.
We go magic shop.
Convene, yeah. So we convene when we're assuming like the tavern or something.
Yeah, there's a tavern. Like I will, of course.
We wanted to hit. Well, we're
No.
leaving immediately. So
We are doing this rapidly. We are at the magic shop.
yeah, we're going to the magic store.
Nice.
I
We
will,
are
of
at the
course.
magic shop.
I will fill everybody in on what occurred yesterday. You
Yeah.
know, like during the evening, like me talking to people and stuff.
Mithrin tells us about the magic shop, and that's why I'm like, we should go to the magic shop. But once I
Yeah.
say that, Cinder is already going to the.
I mean,
He has the belief that he can get a magical item, but then we're gonna go there, and all they're gonna sell is like like magical like potatoes or some crap.
Ooh.
I enter the shop, Grim, with the
Potato plus one.
with the people.
Okay.
Oh, I say hi to Andre, Adiel, and the whatever the name of the half giant was.
Torbon or something?
Yarborg.
Yarborg, that was it.
Yeah. We say hi to them. Hey, Nathan. Go. Why come in?
So you would walk in and you get a, all right, welcome.
Well, hello there. My name is Nitra, and I heard you were new and opening a magic shop in town here.
Yeah, you're mostly right with it. We are
Oh,
new in
yeah.
town, and this is something of a magic shop.
Oh, hail, brother. I see.
Oh. Say like, so what's the part we're not right about then, since you said mostly?
One moment, lad. And he would turn to you,
Yeah?
Cinder, and in Dwarven say, Hail!
You're not a dwarf.
You're looking a bit strange for a brother.
Yeah. Well, you are familiar to magic one way. I am familiar to it in another.
Right, sorry to hear about that, lad.
Yeah. Oh, like, take care of my friends, will ya?
Well, I'll do what I can, but again, we're just sort of setting up, and I think there might be some preconceived notions. But
We have been told you have the best.
Did you guys
in
hear
the
that
region.
thunder? So if I lose connection, it's because my powers went out.
No, we did not.
Okay.
No, there is no thunder.
Yeah, you're making it up, making excuses now. Right?
Well, I'm sorry.
Daddy, did you hear how loud that thunder was?
I did hear how loud that thunder was.
You are
Did
even
I?
using
Oh,
your
you're
kid for
making
your
your own
mind.
I
Oh,
got
wow.
told that I'm lying about the thunder. My friends don't trust me about it.
It was. It sounded
Oh.
like it was very close.
Grim, you are
You could
despicable.
trust me. It was really, really close too. And I had just gotten back inside from grabbing mail too.
Yeah,
I
okay.
could have been
Oh
outside
my gosh,
for
you're
that.
sending a child out in a thunderstorm to get the mail.
I could have seen it with my very own eyes.
Now I can believe that one.
Oh my
Oh.
goodness. Alright.
Looks like
I'm
Now,
sorry.
what do you have, old man? What do you have in
So
your
you can
stocks?
watch if you want, but you gotta be quiet while you're doing it. Okay.
Wow.
She instantly left the room.
Of course. Alright, old man, what do you have for us?
Well, I mean, I can do, make things into order, but that's not really my specialty. The three of us, we make golems.
You make what?
Golems.
golems.
Surely you noticed the big guy in the corner.
I mean, I look towards the big guy in the corner. I'm like, hey, he's big.
Can you identify magical items?
Oh, I could probably do that for you.
I take the ring out of the bag. Isn't it 5? Well, how much gold is it to identify something?
A lot. 100 something. At least 100.
Well, regardless, I put whatever the gold cost is, and the ring that was like filled with the liquid on the table.
Yeah.
Anything else? I mean, I don't particularly know what you do or
Well,
do not have.
If you're interested,
ring.
we have some stuff that you might be looking into buying.
You have stuff you're looking into? Thank you, Riley.
No.
Yeah, but
We might have stuff that you might be
sell.
looking into buying.
Yeah, stuff to sell to you.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, magical.
Well, we might be interested, but again, primarily
Well, what's
golems
the
and
price
whatnot.
to,
But
identify this.
either what. Tell you what, for a fellow dwarf, 150.
150. I take out 150 gold, and I put it.
All right, and if you'll excuse me about a moment, I think I have some bit ready. He reaches down under the counter, slides some things, unlocks some things, pulls out a potion of some sort, swigs it down, and goes, let's see what we're looking at right here. Huh.
This is the sloshy ring.
He speaks quietly, Indian Dwarven. Lad, where'd you get this?
I don't know. I was dead when they did get it.
I look towards him. Please, common. I'm not really good at dwarven. I assume it is.
He,
Is it dangerous? I stay in the war.
well, yes.
Can you dispel its danger?
No. Part of its power comes from its danger. If you'll
I see an instrument that is very dangerous.
give me a moment, and he sort of pulls out a pen and ink and sort of starts about minutely studying it. Without touching it, he's using like a pair of
Arms.
tongs, yes, or calipers or something of that nature.
Easiers. Yeah.
He's being very careful, now that he more or less knows what it is, not to touch it.
It's an atomic bomb.
And I have to find out where I have put it.
Is this the ring of personal fireball?
With a curse on it, I can probably guess.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take everything that was in the GM, except for that little bit right here, and put it into the description and notes.
What?
Yeah, like he's going to put it.
Oh,
Ooh,
holy fuck.
that's a lot to read. Acidic ring.
The copper, simple copper is rusted green, but incredibly powerful. The ring is foolish to put on a living subject that wears blood immediately turns to acid. Okay, good thing no one put this on. This is incredibly painful and immediately takes 15d 6 damage. Oh my god. If 54, the character must make a fortitude save to avoid dying. Oh, hey, look, you can get.
Yeah, if you survive the ordeal.
Any eating food or water instantly fatigues your character. Every day you decompose, but it can be prevented by ingesting metal.
5 pounds of metal, that's a lot of
When your
metal.
skin is broken from below, your blood is now toxic.
5 pounds is a lot, yeah.
Upon taking slashing
5
damage, your green blood
pounds.
splatters out 2d6 acid, no save. For all intents and purposes, you are no longer considered alive, even though you have a constitution score. Anything that is undead you are immune to, you are also immune to. You also cannot be healed by normal means. Instead, consuming metal restores some hit points. Consuming 1 pound of metal restores 1d8 plus your modifier hit points. Because your saliva is horribly corrosive, you can consume metals very quickly. As a full round action, you can consume 1 pound of metal. Subject to archetypes for me. Unlike undead, you are not subject to healing from inflicting wounds or harm spell. You cannot die from old age, but you can die if your constitution score reaches 9, interestingly enough. You die as normal from HP damage, though normal heal checks cannot stable you. Apply to you. Other characters can put metal in your mouth.
Ooh.
Uh,
You guys not hearing this thunder?
Uh,
Well, I mean, Discord's not going to pick it up. You don't have.
I guess you're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Remove curse or any other spell from the captive 15th level can return the victim's blood back to normal. Converting one back to normal does another 15d6 damage to the subject. Interesting.
It's strong, but there's few people, dwarves or menfolk, who could really make use of this, I think.
How much is a 15d6 of damage? Roll
On average, around 55.
d6 roll 44 damage. So I mean, you could arguably survive that. Though, granted, I think I had a pretty generously low roll.
I believe you did as well.
No, it's not necessarily the. Like, it would be around like 50 on average.
I will be interested in trying to survive this if I believe I can.
But you also won't be able to heal yourself, though.
Like,
keep in mind.
what is the
Yeah.
applicable fortitude save though?
What do you mean
Because
applicable fortitude?
If this damage is
Yeah.
50 or more than the character must make an applicable fortitude.
Oh yeah,
you
like
still
what? Yeah, what's the
instantly
DC
die.
on it?
Yeah, that's. Gosh, I gotta check up, but.
Blood. Read. Handout. Yes, read. More info.
It's probably worth a lot of money though.
Let's see. Massive
Right.
damage roll.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll ping Lorington.
No, he cannot make that.
If ring literally burns your blood to acid, and if you put it on, you take 15d6 damage.
I mean, we can wait for like another level. Like, give me another
True.
level, this thing has a very little chance to kill me outright.
What's
But,
the average damage from 15d6? Would you say?
let me.
Again,
that
so
is
like I rolled it several times, and
45
while
-ish.
not the purely mathematical version, I got at least 50 more often than I did not.
Uh-huh. I mean, it's definitely cool. I would like, it would be cool to try it, but at the same time, it's like, damn.
Yeah.
It's like,
We should. Really, I think we should put on Cinder, but since Cinder
Yeah.
can't heal
Like,
himself.
we cannot,
Easily.
like, it's suicide because you won't be able to find 5 pounds of metal.
Is it? How much is 5 pounds of metal? How
No, like,
expensive is
it's
5
not-
pounds of metal?
It's not the expensive.
It's not expensive. It's just a matter of finding
Wait.
it.
Yeah.
like
Don't
carrying it
blacksmiths have
around.
A lot of them?
Hmm?
Don't blacksmiths have like a lot of metal on them?
You will literally need to have a bag of holding just filled with metal to heal yourself.
I see.
Like 5 pounds is like, let's see. Let's go to weapons, for example. Look for like mostly
I
heavy
would
metal.
sort of.
I think
very
it's like a
carefully
short,
put the ring
a bit
back
more
in
than a
the
short
bag.
sword, like 2 short swords.
Yeah, a flail made of metal is 5 pounds.
Yeah.
A
I need a
warhammer.
Right
full
now, buying the
flail.
ingots, of course, are cheaper. Like I believe rules
Yeah,
as
but,
written,
like-
ingots are like 2 silver or something a pound. You know what I mean? It's not a money price. It's a carrying around
Logistics.
so much metal.
In logistics.
Right.
Yeah.
Mining it.
hmm
And like if you get out of the like wilderness or something, you can still forage, or you can have spells like create water and food, but there's no spell of
metal.
create.
I started
Actually,
digging
there's
a
a spell
mine.
called literally creation. Wait a second.
It's quite powerful, but it would take some setup, certainly. It's meant to be sort of an idea or a dilemma to you guys, frankly. You know.
Is it major or true creation?
Use it.
Is what?
Like both would work, but they are not actually lasting. They are
Major
like,
creation is a wizard 5 spell or sorcerer 5 spell.
I
yeah,
could
but
take
they
it.
don't last forever.
Well, you just gotta
Mhm.
eat it. You know. Once you
Precious
eat it-
metals, 20 minutes per level. I mean, okay, hold on, Grim, okay. I was scared the question. If you were to create metal, okay, mind you, like magical metal, by extent, it's there for 20 minutes, right?
That's long enough for you to test it.
And it says one like turn to heal yourself up, right? A wolf will run the action to eat 5 pounds. Will that not, by definition, allow you to use major creation, create something
Actually,
metallic, and eat
like-
it?
Nitron, if this thing, like, if we like that bad and cannot find any metal, you can just like prepare for those rare
Lesser
days.
restoration.
You can
Exactly.
eat your armor.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay,
Yeah, I
next
mean,
level I'm gonna eat this. like-
yeah, no,
You're gonna boost my saves,
yeah.
so like, then I'll get a natural 1 and I'm still gonna die.
No.
And then we're bringing them back.
I mean, I don't think we could bring it back because it would be a pool of acid.
Also, for
and we
the
would
record,
need true
you know,
resurrection.
iron is just a base metal. It's not.
Yeah,
Yeah, cheaper metals.
Yeah. Aluminum. Let's go get like a bunch of aluminum.
Aluminum is.
aluminum is an alloy.
Alloy for what?
Yeah, it's an
Okay,
alloy.
is there anything else we would like to get identified?
Isn't it like what is aluminum made of? Is it tin?
I don't. I mean, do you have anything else? I don't think we do.
No, we don't have any
Um,
other magic.
Yeah,
items.
let's ask him then. What would he be interested in? A ring of swimming,
We should
the
keep our ring
golden
of swimming.
bow.
We should keep our golden bow.
To be fair, we should probably. That's almost our only magic weapon.
Yeah, ranged as well. And like, I mean, I would have said like, will you perhaps be interested? And I nudge towards like the table and the the dreaded ring.
Oh, also, would you like to be? Would you be interested a masterwork full plate armor? Perhaps you can animate it into being like a golem.
That's a
or
good
something.
point. Yeah.
Or like you can fashion it on one of your golems.
Well, we mostly work in clay.
Yeah,
I mean,
but like
we have to work on
clay
it.
is stronger
Stone.
when it's protected with metal.
I understand, but I think you'd be better off going to the blacksmith with that one.
Oh yeah. No, I was just offering you because like you helped
No,
me
and I
by
certainly
telling me what
appreciate
this
the
was.
offer, but again, we've got to make some sales before we, start buying, honestly.
I will then very carefully, pick up and I will
But if
wrap it in
there's
cloth.
nothing-
He
Put
would
in
get
the
out a
holding.
pouch, and he would put it in a small pouch for you.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Thank you. Well, if there's nothing we can buy from you, I don't think we are looking into buying a golem, nor we can afford a golem.
Understood. We can do other things, too, as part of a per order whatnot, as we're sort of setting up things. Magical swords, things of that nature, some wands and whatnot. We're from, quite a larger city, way down south, out of the country. We heard this was sort of a more war-torn place. We've got some opportunities.
I mean, I will agree. This country is, at least from memory, it's based upon like raiding, pillaging, and indentured servitude and stuff.
Right. Although, between you and I think we've somewhat picked a poor place to settle down.
I think this.
We'll be able on this.
So what
I
are
think
you
it's-
able to do?
Yeah.
Well, it's a bit awkward to say because there are always some risks involved. You understand, but the real thing we do, and certainly our pride in our art, is the creation of half golems. Have you heard of these before?
Half gold.
I mean, like enhancing myself to a health construct.
Yes, I'm typically not just like enhancing you, but should you have lost an arm or a leg or something like that, giving you something again, giving you use of your limbs again. That said, as I mentioned, it's not without risk. But seeing as all of you will certainly appear to have all of your arms and legs, I suppose there's no reason to be coy about it. The magic can, unfortunately, in certain circumstances, with the weak-willed, you become much less
fair.
half golem and much more golem. There's a potential of losing your mind.
All right.
But to the right customer, of course, this is a great opportunity to gain back the use of a limb that's been lost in the middle of battle. Obviously, it's not meant for the common folk.
Out of character, like Golem is not worth for any of us. Like for me, it is kinda. I physically cannot. But for you guys, because it gives -6 intelligence and -6 charisma. No one wants that.
Gotcha.
Would
Yeah.
you,
No.
would you have negative charisma at that point?
Yeah, like I would be catatonic.
I mean, I will be really unable, like do turning and stuff.
It's definitely like not for PCs. Like, yeah.
Right.
Fair. But yeah, no, I mean,
There's grafting and such, which they alluded they can do, like replacing limbs and such. But like the health
But
golem template
Replace your
is-
face.
well, I mean, wands though, like wands of healing, less vigor and stuff would be really nice. So maybe you can place an oil for that.
Although I feel like they are more of an arcane
Our
type
magic
rather
is
than divine.
from an arcane source, not a divine source, I'm afraid.
Although there are some good low-level arcane spells as well.
But again,
I mean-
if you are interested, we do work to order.
Yeah, I mean, I look towards Elkona. She can use arcane freely, I believe.
I mean, like, scroll-wise?
Scrolls and wands, if they are on your spell list, you can use them without checks.
Probably identify. Would be the one we need.
Wands of identify is way too expensive.
Then, but I mean, otherwise, a knock maybe.
Knock is also expensive.
Well, then,
Knock
Fair.
is also incredibly loud.
is knock loud?
Yes. It's the downside of it. It's like a knock. It's a booming
Interesting.
knock.
Oh.
If I would just suggest if they have it, wands of endure elements and protection from evil are good ones.
Can't use a protection of evil.
Are we speaking hypothetically, or are we getting down to brass tacks?
I don't know what that means.
Are we talking prices?
I mean, if they have the ability, sure.
Well, I suppose I could give you some time to come up with lists and whatnot of things that we can do, things that you want, and we could come to some sort of agreement. I.e., we can do it between sessions.
I'm gonna switch over to Draconic actually and tell to Cinder. Golem's fighting in the arena though. Thoughts?
Golem fighting is incredibly boring. They don't make good gladiators.
I mean against the common folk.
It would
Not
be very
common folk.
It would be very one-sided fight.
Yeah, no, I mean not against common folk, but you know, I mean against trained fighters and stuff.
Like the problem with it is that golems are really hard to hit. So they both
Why are they
make
hard to
like
hit? Aren't they big?
At this point,
no, like their skin.
he would sort of speak up. Mind you, we don't work in the mediums of flesh.
Sure, but like they require
Flesh
certain
only?
weapons, adamantine weapons, to pierce their skin,
Oh.
and it would be very expensive to like arm our people with that.
Let's
Just
give
for
them
the
an adamantine weapon.
Yeah.
Although
Understand.
A golem bouncer is pretty good, but again, expensive.
I mean, yeah, no, but you actually hit the nail on the head, like potentially golem bouncer, right? You know, for a thing.
Maybe
Investment, right? Yeah, in future. Yeah.
Yeah, you might be possibly looking into a wand of, if you have, obviously, a protection from evil, summon monster, enlarged person.
Enlarge arcane as well.
Yes, that
Ooh,
both
okay.
arcane and divine.
Gotcha.
Endure elements.
Endure elements.
Yeah, endure elements is for like those rare moments that we need to go
Yeah.
into like hazardous terrain or like very cold places.
Deep up in the mountains or in the
Yeah.
desert somehow. Yeah.
And you're interested in all of those in wand form?
If possible, yeah.
Like just as a like potential, you know, a list of what we will be interested
Yeah.
in.
Like you're not
Like-
ordering all of them. It's just that like, just see which one of those can you procure.
Sure. For whatnot, we're going to just table to OOC because I didn't write up spell lists
I'll
and
write it
whatnot.
down.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Well, I can write it down. Shall we? You know.
Later on I will do. Like those spells are good for summon monster. That's a trap monkey. You summon a monkey and make them walk down the hallway.
Sure.
And elements is just like
I
terrain.
thought that's what Trio was for.
It's not like three doesn't die. Also,
Yeah.
like some traps are just meant to be not noticeable.
Yes.
Sticks finger into ring.
And large person is purely for me because if I'm large, I'm going to wreck shit. Yeah, that with that range. Oof. Yeah.
Well, you know, you get back to us and we'll get back with you. I'm Cypress, by the way.
Yeah, name's Cinder.
Good meeting you, lad. And the rest of you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nitran. Yeah, like, is this all like open?
No, it would be shut.
Like, okay. No, I was wondering if we could see these two people in the back shop there.
No, unfortunately not.
Yeah, fair
They
enough.
don't seem to be working in clay back there.
Well, I suppose we
Yeah.
should go handle the rest of our business. Maybe sell
Yeah.
this plate armor. But it was nice.
Yeah,
talking
we
to
should.
you.
It was
Good
good
talking.
meeting you again. I hope we can do some business at the future, but I hope not at the expense of yourselves.
Of course, thank you. We'll take our leave. To the overmap, Grim.
No, to Alistair's shop so we can shake
Oh,
him down
yeah.
for our money.
Alistair shop, true.
Yeah, it's been some time.
Dun,
Yeah,
dun,
we
dun,
can
dun, dun.
He owes all of
Oh,
the
hey,
money.
look, we're already all here.
Pretty
Perfect.
funny how it works.
I will
Where's
step
my
into
money,
the shop.
Where's my money?
Where's
And
my
you know,
Somebody else, sir.
is Alistair here?
Yes, he is.
Sir,
Oh.
He's working
Nice
at-
to meet you, Alistair. How have you been?
My friends, you're still alive. Thank goodness.
Well, in a new form, but yes.
Oh yes. And he sort of peers at you. You're
Nitron. It's me, Nitron. I was unfortunate.
I see. Yes, I hope you haven't been ingesting potions without knowing what they do.
No, actually not. It was a encounter with the Grim Reaper, as one would say, and
I
Yeah.
see. Well, I'm certainly glad you got better.
yeah. Good, thanks. And I see, like, well, how have you been doing? I heard, Jafroya missing, and she was your patron. Like,
Indeed. Yes.
yes.
Alistair knows about the thing. I was just thinking back on it, and he also knows that you know about it. Yes, she has been missing for quite some time. Could you lock that door behind you?
Of course, I'll head to the door. I'll close it shut firmly. I'll even peer outside for him. Do you want me to do a spot check, or is it fine?
Make a spot check.
Ah!
there's 12 people just listening.
There's people out, but you don't believe that anyone is particularly listening in. Could you follow me upstairs?
Well,
Of course.
Give me
Follow him upstairs. All right, hold on.
Oh, into his bedroom? He's not even
It's
in
a-
the
It's a new day.
Technically, I guess this is a bedroom as well. But
Well, yes.
that's the guest bed.
So, you're just getting back into town then?
Yeah, we just returned actually.
Well, welcome back.
Yesterday, I was.
So, what have you come to the conclusions about?
Well,
About
gone on since I set up shop after Jafro went missing, and kind of just had a general talk with their new ladyship.
Well, yes, I sort of meant. Well,
We are not aware of what they are aware of. No.
I see. Well, of course, I don't know, mind you, but surely we've come to the same conclusions. That Jafroya has gotten the door open.
Has she?
I find
Maybe
that
she has.
much more likely than her and most of her entourage simply disappearing into the night, abducted by who knows what.
Mhm. Uh,
What to do?
to do, yeah, like I was
Are we
like,
breaking in?
no, I believe we're waiting for. Is it Grim or?
No, I'm still
Well, no, I
here.
mean, are we gonna?
Oh, no, okay, yeah, no, it is become awfully quiet. Sorry, I forgot to set up my spells this morning, so I'm doing it now.
I'm
I've
just
used
thinking
them,
about.
Is there anything new and interesting in the inventory, Alistair?
I mean, yeah.
Well, I've got some things. You don't wish to talk about Jafroya's disappearance?
I mean, I
I
of
do,
course.
but maybe in a more private manner. Okay, just tell us about it.
Well, again, as I just surmised. I figure she's found some way to open the door underneath and has gone through.
I thought you had more details about it. Yeah, I mean that's what we assume. Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
you
but,
had actual details or.
Well, no, unfortunately not. I was hoping. Well, I don't know why, but I was hoping you could have confirmed it rather than just surmised
It might
it.
be today. Yeah, we might be today, but yeah, nothing so far.
Mhm.
I see. Well, that is unfortunate then.
I mean, the business is looking good for you, so maybe it's not that unfortunate. The new management seems to be doing great.
Yeah.
Well, yes, as long as you stay on their good side. I mean, we can look to Warson to see what happens when we get on their bad side.
Yeah, I heard what happened back there.
I mean, I don't want to brag, but I called what they would do. I called out what they would do. Like the moment we got near to that town, I knew that they were going to call the city.
Well, I suppose. I'm just glad that, well, I was able to get out in time.
Well, it was pretty hard to get you out, but yeah.
Well, I was already out of the town. But nonetheless, thank you for getting me
People were
here.
looking for you. People were looking for you. Why do you think we were that quick and risked getting arrested with routing all of those people in the house? Because people were looking for you.
You were, certainly.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, did we get our payment?
If you would bring it up, he would go ahead and pay you the last.
We will bring it in between,
Sure.
So, yeah, but also but if she even true, as you say, it's been a while she's been missing. I don't know. I will assume she will have returned if she could, surely, right?
Well, likely what happened was she went down there ill-prepared, and something has prevented her from returning.
Here's the thing, Alistair. I like the broad, right? She's naive a little bit, and she can be a little bit inconsiderate sometimes, but I think she has good intentions. But down there, if she was ill-equipped, we have zero chance.
I'm not. Well, I would wish you to rescue her. We do have an acquaintance and whatnot. I don't see how that's exactly available to you without revealing the secret of it to Godholm.
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, that might be Joffrey's only hope of getting in a rescue. Because even if we had the means to sneak up on there, and like I said, go down there, we are not surviving anything. She wasn't surviving. We have little to no magic. Not little to no, but
what do you mean no magic?
We have a bit more now.
We are not
but...
necessarily equipped to deal with magical threats. A dire bear we can kill.
Yeah, we can, true.
Throw us at a competent magical trap, we are fucked.
That is also very true.
Yeah. Sometimes I wish I had a different career path. I would make a great wizard.
Yeah, true. I
But
mean,
alas, my awesome physique didn't
But
allow me
Alice-
to be something else.
but Alistair, what do you propose? Well, I don't know how well you will know Joffrey, but what will you say she would want?
I mean, between the options of being lost and forgotten and someone going looking for her, well, I would propose that
Well,
she would want someone to look for her.
Of course, of course. What I'm saying is, with Quantum, that is.
What?
If it stood between going look for her and, you know, revealing the secret to Quantum, if they haven't already found out.
Well, I can't necessarily speak her mind, but the knowledge of the door is of little use to her if she's dead or...
Dead. No, I agree.
I mean,
You're right.
there is no way that they haven't found that basement.
Well,
They have been in that mansion for a week.
the last thing that happened was Callie, the mage that you rescued for some time. After we fixed it, she put some spells on it, keeping some illusions up and whatnot. This was sometime after.
Yeah, but like, here's the thing. We have fought alongside with that woman, and while I don't doubt her powers, the Gownholm has magical people who can revive people from dead. Anything that she can put through, I think they have an answer to.
I suppose you're right. Then
I died.
it's probably best to
I
assume then that they do know.
Man, I agree. I don't know. It's been a while. We should probably, or we're planning to have a meeting with her new leadership, Eleanor, today.
Wait,
Also,
when are we supposed to meet her? Because like we don't want to get.
just like during the midday morning, so we're like, you probably have a couple hours still, you know. I'm guessing.
We don't want to make her wait, you know.
Yeah, of course, of course. But I mean, we don't want to go right later, right?
And out of character, we probably want to do it tomorrow or next week, wouldn't we?
Next session,
tomorrow.
yeah, I mean.
Yeah, next session, of course. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and you were saying about new things in your inventory?
Well, I have some of the things that you asked for last time. Of course, I have a supply of some healing potions, oils of... I forget what it was last time.
Magic weapon.
Yes. Yeah, I have come into ownership of a little bit of universal solvent. Let's see what else. Potion of protection from arrows, and I've bought recently off of one of the soldiers that could be of use to you, a potion of levitate.
That might be useful indeed.
It's up to you if you guys want to buy one of those or all of those.
I mean, none of them were particularly new things, so it's up to you guys.
If you're interested, the potion of levitate is 300 gold, protection from arrows is 300 gold, and the universal solvent is 50.
Universal solvent is worth.
Yeah.
Let's buy that.
Okay.
I want to like buy some low-level healing potions as well.
Okay. And he's probably got, you know, at this point, at least 20 of them. However many you
buy, like,
wish to
5.
buy, right?
So
Let's
how much?
buy-
How much gold are we
let's buy,
spending?
like 5. How much one of the potions?
I gotta check, but...
So we're buying a universal solvent for 50.
Yes.
And anything
Uh-huh.
else?
I believe it's only 50, yes. For the Cure Light Wounds potion.
And we get one cure light wounds potion, or
Oh, you get like, let's get like 5.
so. Anything else?
What is good?
There was the
And did we want
levitate and the
the
protection
party?
from arrows as well.
There's a
Oh, the magic weapon oil, yes. There would be 5 of
Magic
Yeah,
those,
let's get one of those as well. So,
which is also 50.
So 350 gold total.
I've already noted all it down, so I took it from the party's fund.
Okay.
Did,
That's pretty good.
did you want to hold on to these, Cinder, or?
No, like, let's keep it in like bag of holding or something. Like
Riley,
I
isn't it
still
like
have
raining and thundering?
It's not raining anymore, and it's
I
not
still
thundering anymore
have
at
a
all.
magic weapon.
So, magic,
Oh my God.
oil a magic weapon.
I'll come back if it starts raining. We're at 340 because it's 240 now.
We bought
So,
5
All right.
times.
I mean, isn't it still raining?
No, I looked at the pool. There's no droplets in it at all.
I don't
Okay.
know if you ever gonna get like magic items that don't.
What was that
like,
last
good
thing we
magic
bought?
items.
The last potion for 50 gold.
What do you mean?
We bought the oils, the magic weapons, light wounds. So what was the other potion we bought?
5.
No, but didn't we buy a 6th potion or a 7th, I should say? Or did we only buy the oil magic weapon? Oh, universal,
Universal
solvent. That's
solvent.
Universal,
The new
yeah.
socks.
Nice.
Plain
So
Yeah, I need to
Grim,
organize our party.
Are
now,
we gonna
so-
get like any good magic items without like major downsides anytime soon? Like the ones that don't make you will saves or make you like literally a non-functional living being.
I mean,
Where
the
do you think
non-functional.
you want?
Either one looks cool. I'll be honest though.
The ring is like 4 constitution is pretty good, but like that's like not being able to heal normally is a huge problem.
Yeah,
Well, I think
and you
The
can't
big thing
use any
is that when
weapons.
you're hit, you deal 2d6 damage to whatever hits you.
Yeah, but you can't wear armor with it.
I mean, and you deal damage to everybody around you as well, right?
Like the,
Besides
Within
that.
5.
the problem is
Yeah.
like it's especially worse for us because the 2 guys that go into melee uses reach weapons. We don't usually get people
Mhm.
in 5 feet, and if we get like
Yeah.
pepper with arrows, that's not gonna do much anyways. Like we would damage each other more.
Yeah, I mean that's all. Yeah, true.
Yeah, not being able to heal is bad. I also like that might not be looking much, but dying at 9 con, that's also very dangerous. Like anything that any poison that deals con damage would be like very very dangerous. On Cinder, it's like it's kind of okay because I have shit ton of constitution, but anyone else it would be bad. But yeah, let's go to the blacksmith.
For the blacksmith.
To the blacksmith. I mean, actually, hold on, yeah. I will think you, Alistair, will, you know, we will see.
Thank you,
Mm.
Alice.
We make our deals,
Bruce
make our
probably not
trades.
here.
Oh, is he
No,
not?
I'm still here.
I know.
Oh, he's here.
It's not just he's just not ignoring. He's just ignoring us.
No.
We need to. Ooh. We should make people like wear this ring to assassinate them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on, I have an
There is a
idea.
use.
I have an idea for the rain though. Okay.
Hmm.
We we use suggestion with it. Suggestion.
No, it's just like forcefully put it in their finger. Why use the spell slot?
I mean, true as well.
Yeah.
It doesn't kill them; they become like this giga shadow of doom.
Oh gosh.
That
Granted,
would've
I
been
can say at
funny.
least it does 50 damage regardless.
I mean, like, yeah,
Yeah,
it would
true.
be much easier to kill that after.
Uh,
Yeah,
Like, we
Gwen,
just have to
can we
stop
go
and
to
adjacent to them.
blacksmith?
we are here.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, you're not on that.
Map changed.
Yeah. It's my favorite.
Is that the
Weird
dwarf?
Dwarf. I
square
think he's a,
portrait.
I think he's a dwarf.
Again, yeah, he is.
Yeah, the
It's really just
blacksmith being a dwarf. God damn.
racist.
I will let Cinder know.
Hello. Sugar him. Hello, sugar.
Graham. Hello.
Hello. Been a while since I've seen you lot before. Again. Since.
Yeah.
He knows Nithrin.
Oh,
What he's
we
doing.
come back to town, and we very much to see what you have done with your inventory, and perhaps whether if you can add something to it or not.
You're selling then?
Quite so.
Always.
Well,
Why don't you be interested in buying?
now that I am sort of supplying a bit more, we have sort of opened up into making weapons. So, yeah, if you're looking to buy, well, we've got most weapons to buy. If you're looking to sell, I'm probably interested.
Plate mail.
Full plate,
Yeah, we
masterwork armor.
Yeah, we have a very nicely made full plate armor.
Full plate, you say?
Masterwork.
Oh, I see. I mean, yeah. Look,
I will lay it out on the table for him so we can see, each piece and stuff, of course.
I'm interested. How much are you selling it for?
How much are we selling this for?
1600.
1,600? Sold, friend.
Yeah, that's a good price. That's no 650 book price.
It's 250 now, so 350.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I was hoping
Okay,
for like
Riley, you can go
1200,
ahead.
but yeah, sure.
Took me a while though.
Yeah.
I am the greatest handler.
Great.
Yeah.
I was actually surprised he
Where'd you
took
get
that
it
price. I
from?
was like, no way.
Yeah, like
Damn, okay, I mean, I'm happy.
Gotcha.
maybe Graham is not. Maybe Graham thought it was like worth more.
Isn't it 1500 base?
Yeah, and Masterwork is 150 gold.
True. I mean, he doesn't make it himself, so maybe
Yeah.
price and demand. So I can see like because there's so many soldiers here, right?
Yeah,
And nobles, I guess.
he's gonna sell for like 2000.
Yeah, probably. You will learn a
Well,
nice
yeah.
coin.
It's a deal then.
Yeah.
All right, and he would give you the gold.
Do we
Are
have,
you writing it up, Peliconia?
Yeah, I'm doing all this stuff.
Nice.
I'm actually gonna go ahead and clean our entire thing up right now. So
Yep, and I think I'm going to go ahead and call the session there.
Sure.
so maybe we might have like stuff to sell. We
Well,
have
then we
three
can write it
short
down out
swords.
of character.
Yeah.
All right, pretty nice one. We got Cinder eventually raised from the dead.
Eventually.
We've sort of got a new employer and whatnot, although we don't entirely know what that entails. And we've done a little bit of shopping, so not a bad one.
Yeah. We're back in town. I was saying it all out of character when you were like gone earlier, Graham.
Mm-hmm.
We have like the funny demon that we made a deal with.
Mm-hmm.
We have the keep to follow up on.
Mm-hmm.
And with Darren, of course, arriving in about a week, I guess.
Probably,
It says?
give or take.
Pretty much in the same
Yeah.
place.
Yeah. So keep it Darren. That's the fighting thing. We have the demon.
Yeah.
We made kind of a deal with. We have the kobold.
Mhm.
Yeah. We have Jofroya missing. Like, well, potentially knowing where she is.
Nothing we can do about it.
Quote unquote.
I mean, we have. Yeah. Well, which ties into the meeting with her new lordship, Sir Lenoy.
Late.
Forgot.
Eleanor.
Ladyship, yeah.
Yeah, so
Too many names.
again, it's been a pretty good one. A lot of information around.
Yeah.
So, again, to everyone, if you've been watching, thanks for watching. If you haven't been watching, you should be watching. I hope you all have a great day, and peace out.